From downtown, this is Tim Kitzrow from NBA Jam, and you're listening to NintenDomain Podcast. Boom shakalaka!
This week on NintenDomain, we all got chosen for the DuskBloods beta this weekend. Plus, I had to walk for 40 hours in Final Fantasy XIV before I learned how to run.
It seems like the oil crisis also happened in the fake world.
Sit down, Slim Shady.
I know both those references. Welcome to NintenDomain Podcast, episode 534. Your place to hear Nintendo fans eagerly await Gamescom and DuskBloods and whatever else. And we're your hosts. I'm Trey, maxed out inventory Johnson.
I'm Jeremy, second time's the charm, Mikowski.
I'm John. I'm the real one now, Knitter.
Or the real one.
140 inventory slots, and none of them available. That could have been, I could have said that too. But yeah, let's start off the show as we normally do and talk about games we got and games we've been playing. I didn't mention it like last week or whenever it happened, but we did all get chosen by the DuskBlood gods or whatever have
we sure
touched
did.
us.
Yeah, we're all DuskBloods.
Kind of pissed me off. I thought I was the special one.
And it's available to download now. I downloaded it. And it's coming. It's happening this weekend. The beta is. It's right upon us.
Is it Friday through Sunday?
Yes.
Yeah. But it's got weird times. I always hate it. I hate it when they
it's
have
like a bunch of
specific-
weird, little chunks of time, and
it's
all in like whatever based on Japan probably. Because they're a Japanese company.
Yeah, I mean, well, when they did the beta for Dark Souls 1, they did it. It was different here than it was in Japan. Because remember, I played it on my Japanese account.
Well, that's a single player game as well.
It
does have online features, but it's a single player game.
Yeah, because I wasn't available for the other times. But as of right now, it says August 21st, which would be Friday, 12 to 16 CEST. Is that Central or no? What's CEST time?
Central Standard Time.
I thought that's just CST.
It's chest without the H.
No, Central. That's Central European Summertime is what CEST is.
Oh, CEST. I thought you said CST.
No, I said
summertime,
CEST. So these are different. All right. So, okay. Well, we'll have to figure that out because it says it's basically 12 to 4 European time, which it's 5:30 right now there. So it's going to be what? They're like 6 hours ahead of us about. So maybe I will be able to play it if that's how it's going. Oh, this is from Nintendo of Europe. It is where I found this. So
that makes sense.
Maybe I don't know.
That was the article that made you realize we could download where we could get the game code for it.
Yeah, those have been the ones that have been talking about it online. It seems like
they must care more. I
guess I don't know.
I did. I also downloaded it, and I'm sure you tried as well. But I tried to see if it would let me do anything.
Yeah, I turned it on because I heard people talking about how much they liked the music. So,
well, yeah, you can listen to the music.
So I just listened to the music a little bit, and I was like, it's okay. You know,
it sounds like Elden Ring.
Didn't really set me on fire. But I think they're, I'm sure they're trying to gear up for because we got the Elden Ring Switch 2 edition releasing at the end of the month, which I've seen positive reviews of it so far.
Oh, people are reviewing it?
Well,
already?
or whatever, previewing it.
Impressions.
Like the people that have played it say that they like it quite a lot.
That's cool.
But it's coming out at the end of the month, and I think they're probably like trying to roll right into that from here, you know. We'll start off with the DuskBloods thing, and then the week later will be the Elden Ring. So Maybe that's what they're going for. Maybe they had Nintendo help them out with the port in the end. I don't know.
I didn't read all the documentation on the article that you shared, but it did really well. When you went to the FromSoft page, I guess they did kind of describe what they're planning on doing with the testing, and it looks pretty boring from their from our end, but from their end, they're trying to just make sure things work.
Okay, here's the official Pacific time. I found it on the website here. So August 21st, that's Friday. So 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. That's Pacific. Fuck. So that's going to be like 5 a.m. here. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. is the first one, and then it's 7 p.m. to 11. So that'll be 9 to 1. So I can probably do that.
Oh, I can definitely do that.
And then we got Saturday 11 to 3. 11 to 3 p.m. And that's the only time for Saturday. Weird. Since that's the day that most people have off. And then we have the same thing, 3 to 7 and 7 to 11 on Sunday also. So I could probably get in there for those Friday and Sunday nights. Maybe we can try to, I don't know, if you guys will be around, we could try to play it.
Yeah, I can definitely do Friday and... Oh, Sunday night is what, 7 to 11?
Yeah, so that'll be like 9 to 1 our time.
Okay.
Because that's Pacific.
Yeah, I can do both of those because I'm off Monday.
Yeah, so I definitely want to check that out, because I'll be working. I'll be working Friday night, but I should be back.
Yeah, we should
I should be back around like 11 or something.
The wife's going out of town for the weekend.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah, it'd be cool if we could. It would be cool if we could stream it. Or I could at least like record us, us fucking around.
Trying to figure it out.
Yeah,
I find it kind of curious that they're doing this test before that they have really done, like another trailer or anything. You know what I mean? Like
it is. Yeah, it is kind of weird that we've seen
before we get told. Yeah.
They probably want to build hype for it.
We've seen like nothing, and they're like, "Oh wait, here, why don't you try it out?" It's like, but we don't know what it is really. Like we still don't really know. So
we're gonna learn.
Is it gonna be? I mean, is it gonna be like a Square, like one of the Square Enix demos where it's like, send us what you thought? I mean, obviously not because it's supposed to come out this year, and there's not much time of this year left.
Right.
So,
what if they're gonna allow people to stream it, or they're gonna take the streams down, or something like that?
Well,
I'm sure they'll let people. They'll at least let people post stuff from it. I think they're definitely.
I would think they would want to
grassroots movement,
right? But if it's not in its,
play it.
I mean,
if it's not in its finest shape or whatever, maybe they might be a little protective of it.
Well, I mean, I think a lot of people are going to be streaming it, so I don't think they're going to be able to shut them down if they want to. It's, I mean, me included.
I mean, if it's good, if it's really good, it could be a Switch 2 seller. So,
you're talking about like game server load test, connect large number of players simultaneously to verify gameplay. Obviously, that's what we're doing. That's the point of a beta test, multiplayer test, game balance test.
The betas are going to be the ones who lose. The alphas will win.
Yeah, there's supposed to be like a Call of Duty beta coming up too, which I don't remember what day it is, but they said they're gonna there's the single players in there. So I mean, I don't know. I'll try it out for free. I guess I'd give it a run. I don't
watch a military movie.
I haven't played Call of Duty since I don't know. Maybe I played one on Wii. There was one on Wii that had decent controls that I played. I don't know.
I've never played it, and I
just tried the one on GameCube, the D-Day one.
Yeah, they're pretty boring. But there was one on Wii that was cool just because of how well the motion aiming worked with it. But aside from that, it's boring.
I liked Medal of Honor.
War shit is boring. Jess and I made a vow to never watch any more war movies for the Oscars, just because they're all fucking boring as hell.
They're like propaganda.
Oh, they just all suck. we watched enough of them, then none of them were good. I'm done with it.
Have you watched Jarhead?
I think I did watch Jarhead.
I've never watched Jarhead. It's just the first.
Actually, I don't know. I don't know if I did watch that or not. But
I watched Saving Private Ryan. That was.
I never saw that one. I watched the fucking Christopher Nolan one, and I thought that one was boring too. What the fuck is it called? Dunkirk. That one. Yeah, I didn't like that one either.
I read some of War All the Time, but that's not really about war.
But yeah, DuskBloods is coming up. I'm real excited about it. We all got it. We got it ready to go. You got yours downloaded, John? Did you go and
not yet?
Find the code and all that?
You should, because it's fun, because it gives you a code and you feel special.
It's really weird that it doesn't like contact you in any way. You just have to find this shit out on your own. Like if you weren't online looking for it, you're not going to find it. Like I never got an email.
How many people are just going to forget?
Ever.
Yeah.
Like they never emailed me. It's like the only reason I saw it is because of social media. I saw people posting that they were downloading it.
Maybe
otherwise, I would have
also
never known.
Amazon.
I expected to get a fucking email with the code on it, but you have to go to the website and you got to log in, and then you get the code. And I had
from sauce that goes on.
Yeah, I had a whole issue with having a hard time getting into my Nintendo account on there too originally. So it's like I didn't even know if I had even like fully applied for it or not because I was having the issues getting on my account or whatever. It's like I don't know. It seems just like kind of like the wrong way to do it. I feel like you should at least like extend something to us.
You don't want to be proactive and like pulling people in to do your network test. You know,
You got to think that you're building this program or whatever, this system of people getting signed up just for one use. So it's like, as long as they get some people in there to test it out, they probably aren't trying to perfect their entry forms and all that.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm still just. We all just want to know what the hell this game is. Just get it going already.
It's gonna be like what's it called? Night Rain, probably. I think.
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I've only played. Like I said, I only played the demo for Dark Souls, and I played Demon Souls enough to know.
Although
that
I guess
like
Night
it
Rain's not PvP
on PlayStation 3.
PvP, so it's probably just going around killing folks.
Yeah,
maybe it's like a Dark Souls Fortnite.
Wouldn't that be funny? Just drop 100 of us onto an island and have us all.
It takes like 8 hours because everything moves so slow.
Well, we will know next week for sure. So we'll let you know what happens.
Everybody's dodging iframes the whole time, and you just never actually get anything done.
Did you guys get to play Super Mario Sunshine at all since last week?
I played a little bit.
Not.
I got through. I beat the PD Piranha, the first iteration of him.
Oh yeah, I got to like the big story twist, which we did an episode about, game middles and all that.
Yeah.
And I was wrong. It's totally not the middle. Like it happens like the first few hours of the game if if you get shines quickly.
It's
like,
on the island. It's on the amusement park, right?
Yeah, because I was like, well, I'll play it for a bit. I was like, I'm gonna get 10 shines, and then I'll take a break. That was my plan. I was like, I'll get 10. And right at 10 was when they do the whole like unveiling of Shadow Mario being Bowser Jr. and all that. And I recorded a bunch of the cutscenes and put them all on our Facebook channel and all that. So. And got them all subtitled, and they're so silly and stupid. And
I actually kept the volume down during the cutscenes because I didn't want to see it again.
You got to remember that there's a really bad voice reading though. It's so
I can hear awful. It in my head. I don't need to actually hear it.
But yeah, no, it's pretty. One thing I know. Did the videos always look that bad, or is it just like a bad version of the NSO?
I think you're noticing because it's compressed video. So
it looks like 100p or something, where it
has
like
as noticeable and
it has all that shit around the character. Like it looks like really low quality video.
It's compressed video.
It's like watching watching like the old tiny ass IGN videos from the 90s. Like it looks like that, but blown up.
It's part of why using in-game assets to do cutscenes is so nice because you don't get that stark.
Yeah, I know a lot of like re-release games would have that issue where like the game you can remaster the game and up-res everything, but when it comes to like the videos, they're all going to look like shit still. So maybe that's what it is. But yeah, I really noticed it. I was like, wow,
given
it looks
just an emulated version of the GameCube game, it's going to be whatever the original quality was.
Yeah, but I mean, just the in-game stuff looks good, and I love running around Al Delfino and all that. Like it's fluid and it's still a lot of fun.
If you play the re-released version, they've like upscaled the cutscene videos.
Yeah, I'd have to re-download the 3D All Stars or whatever and see if there's a difference because I don't remember.
And then you can watch the videos again because you love them so much.
I do love them
because
they're so stupid
3D All
and silly.
Stars. There was a little controversy because they cut it. They framed the videos differently. Like,
oh, did they?
Yeah, there was like they zoomed in to make it fill a widescreen TV.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because this is all 4:3 on the NSO. Like,
right.
There's no 16:9 here, so it's all just That it's just that, there's only, I think there isn't it only like F-Zero, GX, and Soul Calibur that have like 16:9 modes in the
There's
in the
actually
NSO.
several. There's
think
several.
so, yeah.
In the NSO, yes.
I was saying on NSO. Well, yes. Like, are you talking games in general? There's a bunch of them that have it.
Yeah.
But I was saying on the for the GameCube options. Like, I don't think I don't. Those are the ones that when it launched that had it. I don't know. Maybe the soccer game has it. I don't know. But yeah. So it's weird to. It's weird to see, because after I played Mario, I just booted up F-Zero GX for a second, and it just looks so much better with the widescreen and all that. And I was like, oh yeah, there it is. But yeah, it's I don't know, it's still there. I'm happy it's on there now, and now all we really have left is Pokemon, and there's still so many GameCube games that they could release that they haven't announced yet. So hopefully there'll be a September Direct or something. 10 years ago there was on September 7th. I haven't listened to that episode yet, but I did listen to our 10-year ago episode again, which we can talk about later. But yeah, Super Mario Sunshine, it's still there. It's silly. The save state is really nice to have. Like, I like that a lot. Like,
oh, I agree. That's probably going to be like really nice in those stupid levels.
Yeah, I used it in the secret levels because there was this one, and I was like, oh, I can just get through it, and then I get like 80% of the way through, and then I die, and then it takes me all back to the beginning, and I was like, fuck it, I'm save stating. I'm not doing this.
Do you remember the secret level where you have to have the guys throw you?
Oh God, I do now. I'd forgotten about it, but that one's
so much better.
Yeah,
that
was
was
awful.
The watermelon. Oh man, it's gonna fix all the shit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Oh, well, and like the Sandbird, like, is another one which I remember fondly. I mean, it's not that bad, but it's still pretty tough.
It looks cool.
It's still pretty tough, but I mean, I like the way the game looks, and I like the way it plays, and it's still, I remember a lot of it, and I I think the bosses are really charming. Like, I still love that Bloober guy where you grab his nose and smack it into his face and all, and you pull his arms off. Like, it's pretty brutal, like just pulling all his tentacles off, and
yeah,
I always thought that was cool. And then you like shoot him into the sun. He like just goes off into the distance. Like,
it's very like, well, what Splatoon would be, or even like Donkey Kong style boss.
yeah. I always just loved when you beat Petey Piranha and he turns into chocolate. Like, I always thought that was cool. Like, there's just all these really cool, like, extra stuff to it, that I remember, and I'm still like, oh yeah.
I always thought that was mud.
I always thought maybe, but it's like black and white. I always thought it was like a chocolate. I don't know. I always thought it was chocolate, just because it looked tasty to me. I don't know.
I am kind of looking forward to the. I just like the ambiance of the hotel level.
Yeah. I didn't get that far. I mean, I basically unlocked it till where you got to the amusement park, because that's where the story changes. But yeah, I like the hotel, and yeah, that was the giant like stingray shadow that you have to defeat before you get in there, right? Like,
yeah, that one's kind of frustrating.
I like that part. I thought it was cool. I mean, I guess it's really hard to find the little ones when they're all running around, just like life.
Just like life.
Let's see what else. I beat Legend of Zelda: Link Between Worlds.
I didn't even know you were playing it.
I said it last week.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah. I was playing it for for games my mom found.
That's right.
We already recorded that one. But yeah, I said it before, man. Old Zelda games are easy. Very, very easy. I only died once, and it was my fault because I tried to fight a Lionel with only 3 hearts, and he killed the fuck out of me. But I just avoided Lionels after that, and then I never died. I never touched another one after that. I just ran around them, because you don't really have to kill anybody in the game, because there's no experience points. But no, I got through the whole game with only dying that one time with the Lionel, and it's still, it's most of it. A lot of it's about the exploration and the puzzle stuff, and there were some puzzle stuff that still, frustrated me. I just didn't actually die in the game. Actually, the worst part of the game is the fucking baseball thing, which I totally forgot about. There's like a baseball game that you play in the Dark World where you have to get 100 points to get a heart piece. Do you remember that, Jeremy?
I don't know if I don't know if I ever got the heart piece.
You probably repressed it because it's really fucking annoying. Like, that was the hardest thing in the whole game, was the baseball game.
I probably never beat it.
So
I probably just gave up on it.
There's like a baseball field, and it's the camera's behind you, and you're playing with this, you get your stick bat or whatever, and there's a whole bunch of different, like whatever you call it. There's like containers in the distance that you hit the ball at, and they'll break, and you get different points with those. And the idea is, like the pattern is you break 3 in a row, and then a bird will come out, and you hit the bird, and the bird will give you 20 points, and you want to keep doing that over and over again until you get to 100 points. And I ran out of time at like 98 and 99 points, like so many times. It was like, it was really fucking driving me crazy. But I was like, I don't know. Whenever I play through a Zelda game, I always vow that I get all the hearts. So I was like, and I had found all of them except for 2 on my own with no help. And that was another thing. I was going like, I'm not looking at anything. I'm going to play through this with my memory as best as I can with no help from the internet or anyone else. And there was only a couple times that I looked. There was like a treasure chest in a dungeon that was driving me crazy that I looked up how to find. But when I was and there was one stupid thing, like there's these rupee races in there where you have to collect like a certain amount of rupees, but you have to do it in 30 seconds, but it doesn't tell you like what the time is. You have to kind of time it in your own head. And if you go back and talk to the guy within a second, he'll like double or quadruple or triple or whatever the amount of rupees that you have. And if you get enough rupees, you get a heart piece. So, and I was doing the low rule one because I did one of them really quickly. I did one time. I got the heart piece. It was done. And I thought that was high rule because it was so easy. But it turns out it was actually the low rule one that I did. And I was just doing that one over and over and over again because I didn't know that I had already beaten it, and it was driving me crazy. So I watched a video. I was like, what the fuck is this? I'm getting like 500 fucking rupees here. Like, what do I have to get the stupid heart piece? And I found a video where somebody had more stuff than I had. They had the option to use 2 items, which I'd never figured that out. I beat the whole game with only being able to use 1 item. I guess you could upgrade that. And also, I beat the whole game without Pegasus shoes. I never found them. I never got the Pegasus boots. And I got all of the heart pieces without them. Even the Pegasus boots race, I beat that without the boots. Because if you like go into the dark world and use the witch bell, you can just warp to where it is in like 10 seconds. But because I had gotten like halfway through the game already, and I was like, wasn't there Pegasus boots in this game? I was like, you know what? I'm not going to look it up. I'm just going to keep playing and see how far I can get. And you really don't need them because I never had them. So, I never had them. So I beat the whole game without it. And I saw Monolith Soft on the credits. I didn't remember seeing that before. So cool.
They're everywhere.
Every cool thing has, Monolith has their finger in every pie or whatever of Nintendo, all the good stuff. So I did that. But yeah, aside from that, it's just been Final Fantasy XIV all day, every day. I've just been playing the crap out of that. Oh yeah, and Trails in the Sky Chapter 2 demo's out now. It's for anybody on the Patreon, you can see it behind me right now. It's taunting me. So they dropped another 10-hour. I'm imagining it's another like 10-hour demo, which is awesome because I was wondering because it dropped around this time last year for Chapter 1. It was when I was in Michigan, when I was working in Michigan. It dropped around that time. And I remember it dropped on the Japanese eShop first and then the American one like a week later. And it never showed up on. I kept checking the Japanese eShop and it never showed up on there. It was only on the American, like just the game. You can't pre-order it or whatever. Just the game and the price and the amount of what the size is. I think it's like 30 gigs or something like that for Switch 2. But just today, I found out that it was available, so I downloaded it, and I will let you know my impressions next week. I may have to stop playing Final Fantasy XIV for a minute, which I don't want to. But yeah, I'm at like 45 hours now. Oh, I was gonna say, can we please open these these Final Fantasy XIV
I forgot about
things?
those. Yeah, open them.
Because
mine right here.
I'm just dying to know what mine is because now I care about, even though it's probably going to end up being a job that's in one of the later expansions that I don't have, but I'm really interested to see what it is.
For those listening, what are these?
So these are.
Let me explain.
Well, I mean, I got them too. I was there also. But
you got them too?
Well, these are the Dragon Quest IX ones that I got at the same place that you went to in 2019. Okay. But no, go ahead because you brought them to us.
So in the year 2025,
last year,
I was at the same place
at the Square Enix Cafe.
Yeah, and I got these. Well, the whole place was themed off of 14, so they had like videos everywhere playing 14 and stuff, and then everything was themed around that on the menu, around characters that would be in that game, which is a lot. I guess it gives them a nice huge roster of characters.
Was it characters or was it jobs? Because
Well, it's jobs. It is jobs.
I figured it would be, because I've only played a Realm Reborn. That's like the first, basically Realm Reborn. It's the remixed version of the original Final Fantasy XIV, and I think I've gotten all the jobs. I mean, I've unlocked them. I haven't maxed them, but I have 21 jobs.
Okay.
There's 7 jobs in every region, and there's 3.
One thing
regions,
they do is they had us choose our job when we got there.
Oh, okay.
So that was whatever on the digital menu, it would show our icon as because you ordered through an iPad.
I'll say, is that the seating? It's like I want to be an archer. You'll sit over there. That's the archer section.
No, but I can't remember. I can't remember what I chose or what. I think I chose some kind of wizard guy. But
I thought you go for. Well, are there bards in there? There might be.
But then they actually bring out these coasters, and the coasters are those specific jobs. So you get your special coaster, and that's one of your free gifts. And then I think they give you one of those things with each item you buy on the menu. And then they also give you, when you leave, you play some kind of game. I can't remember what it was. You do some kind of game at the cash register, and you can win more of them. And so that's what happened. I won them, and so they're coasters, but they have different jobs on them.
Because I got a couple of the Dragon Quest ones, because it was all Dragon Quest 11S when I was there in 2019. I think I've showed these before, talked about them, but I got this guy Hendrik. He's one of the bad guys that becomes your friend.
Jeremy, what date did you give these to us initially? Has this been a year?
Well,
it's been close to a year. I think it would have been in December, because I sent all the stuff to y'all as holiday gift type thing.
Yeah, well, because you at this time you wouldn't have left yet, because you left in September, right? Beginning of September for Japan.
Yeah, it's not been a year yet.
Yeah. So, because
are you opening?
You left right. Well, no, I'm just opening my old ones again to remember what they are.
Yeah, we were gone from the end of September to the beginning of October. Oh, there you go.
This is the character that Jeremy likes.
It's Veronica.
Yeah, who maybe something happened to her, maybe something didn't. Who's to say?
It actually says Dragon Quest XI S on it. So there you go.
Yeah. It was perfect to be there for a game that I was very excited about, and because it was the Switch version, they had the same thing. They had footage everywhere. I don't remember playing any games about it per se, but they were playing footage from the Switch version. But what was really cool is, because the Switch version had like a 2D mode and a 3D mode, they had a lot of decoration was the sprites from the 2D mode which had taken stuff from the original 3DS Dragon Quest XI, which I would still love to play, but it was Japan only, so
yeah, you'd have to get a Japanese 3DS.
Yeah, I figured that out once.
Maybe not. You might be able to.
No,
hack.
You had. Well, yeah, I don't know about hacking, but as far as playing it, yeah, you would have to get one, because I got a Dragon Quest Monsters or something when I was there from a book off, and I found out, we took it back to our Airbnb and it didn't work. But yeah, but Jeremy got us all of these red ones, coasters for Final Fantasy XIV, and I've been, especially now that I've been playing the game a lot, I've been dying to open mine, so I'm going to do that.
Do it.
Are you looking for yours, Jeremy? Do you not?
I had one that I was fidgeting with a couple weeks ago, but I don't remember where I put it. It's somewhere around.
It's still around here. All right.
This mess,
I've had mine sitting right here in my podcast station since last December, waiting this moment.
I do not know what this says. I don't know what this says.
Is it Japanese?
Is it upside down? No, it's not Japanese. I just don't. I don't
know what it says. It's some kind of fake language or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
there's another one in there.
So there's two. There's two in one thing. We both got two here, but yeah, I really don't know. I don't know exactly what it is. Well,
what game this is from, or
well, it's from Final Fantasy XIV. I know that.
Okay.
But because it says Final Fantasy Eorzea Cafe, and Eorzea is the main place that it takes, where it takes place in. But
so I think
I got a witch,
Bartholomew or something. I don't know.
Yeah, mine looks like it says clam mead or something. I don't know. Look at
Clamini?
this. Look at this.
It says clam man. No,
I mean, it looks like a black mage, but that looks much more like a C than a D. Or it's like what? Yeah, what the?
Maybe there's some in-game script or something.
Is that supposed to be like
referenced.
mage backwards? Is that like black mage spelled really weird? I don't know.
I don't know.
But it looks
The
like a
place
black.
It's called the Corsia Cafe.
It's Eorzea. I just said it.
Eorzea.
Oh yeah, that's me.
Yeah. And then this one, the Lodi key, Loden key. I don't know what the fuck this is. This guy. I don't know what the fuck that guy is. He looks like a big like gargoyle or something with
Google
giant
translate this.
with
What does
giant
Google
wings.
come up with? Let's see.
You got two of the same ones, didn't you, John?
Well, John, you got so that I'm
got
guessing
a witch and I got a guy with a sword.
well, hold on. There's no witches in Final Fantasy. Let me see.
There's
that
a witch
again.
right here.
Well,
That's a witch, my friend.
That is not a witch.
That's Bartholomew.
No, it's probably
Oh.
a white mage, or a red mage, but that's not a witch.
That's a big witch hat. I know a witch hat.
Magicians, mages in Final Fantasy, the game that you don't play, they all wear big giant hats like that.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how people know they're mages.
Yeah. Well, originally in the NES one they did. Well, that's kind of a bummer. I was hoping that they would actually. I'm gonna have to look it up online and see if I can figure out what they actually mean. I mean, one of them I'm just gonna guess it's a black mage or thaumaturge is what it's called.
I was
right
hoping
now.
you'd know what it meant.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel kind of cool that I didn't know either, and you don't know either, so I don't feel as bad.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that. I'll have to.
Short of it being like Final Fantasy themed, I didn't understand any of the references to the game itself. And then, of course, like there was like a Moogle thing that we could choose as one of our things. I'm like, I know what Moogles are. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I know those guys. Yeah, I was all excited because I've been super into Final Fantasy XIV. But no, I found 21 of the jobs. I think that's all of them. I was really excited to try to find the machinist job, but I just found out last night that machinist is not until the next expansion.
You have to lose a bunch of weight.
For the machinist.
Yeah.
No, it's like it's not. It's in like Heaven's Word or something, which I'm not there yet. I'm still in Realm Reborn, which I think you need to be like. You just have to pass all the main quest lines, and all I've been doing is building up my jobs, and that's what I love because it's cool to see all the different things you unlock. Like my pugilist, I just got like this super move that I can do that takes off a lot of damage, and apparently there's 3 of them. There's 3 different ones, but
there's a pugilist class in a metaphor.
Yeah, I mean it's boxers. I remember first time I heard pugilist was in Young Guns 1. If you remember that movie. Or it was just called Young Guns when it came out. They didn't have a 1 on there. But I used to watch those movies a lot when I was a kid. Well, mostly Young Guns, too. I even read the Billy the Kid book that was based on, which I don't know. It still blows my mind that I found that book at my local library in Morton, but I did. The one that was written by Pat Garrett. Like, I actually read that book and did a book report on it. But I was like, it's just pretty wild that they had that at the Morton fucking public library. I mean, I don't know. But, yeah, it's loosely based on that. There's some differences, but whatever. But yeah, pugilist is fun. That's good. What turns into a monk later, but that's kind of I was playing around with that one for a while, and then like in this area that I'm at now, which is like kind of more like a foresty area, I got into like the archer. I got the archer up to like level 15. I've been trying to get my jobs around like level 15 or so, you know. And I guess when you get to 30, they turn into whatever they're supposed to be. That's like the ultimate version. But then there's other. You know, you get bigger spells when you get to like level 40 and 50 or whatever. But I don't want to get too far because the story levels are less. Like I think like I'm at the story, the one that's going to take you to the first dungeon. I know I said I wanted to get to a dungeon like 3 weeks ago, but like I said, this game has like Breath of the Wildness to it, where you try to do one thing and then you do 20 other things and you forget whatever it was you're supposed to do to begin with. So there's a lot of stuff to do. But what I found was really cool that I kind of figured out on this one is you just basically go, you know, you go and you talk to all the different jobs and you unlock all of them. And then like the first mission for all the jobs are kind of the same. It'll be like go kill 3 ladybugs, go kill 3 of this, go kill 3 of that. But if you go and if you've unlocked all the jobs, it'll show you like, you know, it puts a little quest marker above each of the guys you need to kill. But it'll also put like a red quest marker on the ones on the jobs that you have, but you're not using right now. So you can just switch to your other job and then kill them, and then you can just level up everything at once. That's kind of what I was doing, which helped a lot. But yeah, I got Oh yeah, I kind of went crazy with the crafting jobs. So I leveled up like blacksmith, armor, culinarian. Of course, that's the cook. Weaver, carpenter, and it's really cool. Well, I mean, what's cool is like you can basically make your own equipment. You can make weapons and equipment for your other classes with these classes. And in order to upgrade the classes, all you have to do is make shit. So you just like bake. You just make a bunch of food. You make a bunch of like outfits and items, and that's how you level up. And then you'll get different like class-based missions. It'll be like, okay, bring me like 3 shields or whatever, and and you just do that, and then you'll unlock a new like move, for that. And there's different ones that you can do, but it is pretty cool to like make a whole like equipment set for a job with one of your crafting jobs and just be like, oh yeah, I made that. So like the Marauder was another one I was fucking around with. Those are like the guys that have the axes. And I made like a really cool axe with my blacksmith, and I was like, oh yeah, look at that! I made like the most powerful weapon that I have right now on my own. And then it has its own like kind of mini game with it, where you like try to balance the quality of the item versus like getting it done or whatever. And there's like a durability meter also, where you can break it if you don't pay attention to it. Like, so you want to get it. You want to get as high quality as you can without breaking it. And there's different spells you can do to like make the durability go up higher, like when it gets low and all that stuff. It kind of reminds me of Dragon Quest XI had some like sort of mini game stuff in that where you could build swords with it, if you remember that. Like, it kind of reminds me of that you could do in that game. But as I said at the very beginning of the show, I had to walk for 40 hours before I learned how to sprint, and a couple weeks now, I've been talking about how slowly the characters move in this game, and I guess it was my fault. I should have, and I didn't figure it. The game didn't tell me how to do it. I looked it up online. I was like, how do you sprint in Final Fantasy XIV? Because I feel like I'm running so slowly in this game, and it's like you have to find it in the menu. Like you go in like the action command, and you have to like put it on your hotbar, and you just use it like a move, and that's how you run. I was like, wow, maybe they told me this at the beginning, and it just flew over my head because they told me that and a million other things. But yeah, finally learned how to run in there.
So does it mean when that's toggled on, you always run?
No, it's like a move, and it has cooldowns just like everything else. Like, so you'll like press the run button, and then you'll have sprint on for a while, but that only lasts for so long. And then you'll jog for a while, and that only lasts for so long. And then you'll go back to regular walking until it fully like rests enough for you to sprint again. Can
you
it's
jog
silly.
if it's only halfway full?
Well, you basically sprint, and then you'll jog longer after that until it's. I think you jog for the most part until it recharges. It's just weird that that's all in there. I don't know. This is a silly game, but it's a lot of fun. I'm having a great time with it. It's basically been where I'll just start playing it, and then like 4 hours go by, and I'll be like, wait, what happened? Where am I? Like one of those sort of things. I figured out how to organize the job list, so I like, I categorized them all by which one has the highest level, and I put like all my, I put up like, all right, here's the tank ones, here's the DPS ones, here's like the healing ones. I kind of took them all apart like that, and here's the crafting ones, and it's just a big list of them, but you can switch where they're at, so so it's easier to get to it or whatnot. And you can actually put that on your hot bar too, if you want to. I don't know why you would do it necessarily, but if you want to like quickly hot swap to the cook or something like that, you can put that on your hot bar. But I wouldn't do that. I don't know why. There's some of them, like there's like the miner and the botanist and the fisher, I guess, where you'd want to like switch to that because there's certain parts in the world where you can find things. So maybe you could hot swap to that. But I've just been putting the sprint button on all of the hot bars because you have to do it for all the different jobs whenever you switch them. But no, I got the botanist. That's the one where you go around and you basically go around and chop trees, and you can get stuff from it. But that's kind of like, I mean, that's what's cool about it being an MMO. I'm just like walking through this forest, killing guys, trying to level up or whatever. And I see this other character running around and putting a hatchet in a bunch of trees, and I'm like, well, what's that guy doing? Well, it's like, I should do that too. So I turn into a botanist and I start doing it too, because you see what other people are doing. And the other day, I was in one of those fates. I forget what the F stands for, but it's active time event is the rest of it. But they're basically these things that show up on the map randomly, and they'll be like, they'll tell you what level it is. They'll be like, this is a fate level, whatever. And if you walk into the circle, it'll be like, now you're in the fate, and it'll tell you like, you're this many levels above the fate, you're this many levels below the fate, whatever. And if you're too high a level, you can't actually participate in the fate. Like none of your attacks will do any damage to the characters. You just have to leave. But I've been doing it just to build up my levels, for my combat jobs. And I was just doing this fate, and this person all of a sudden jumps in and starts fighting this monster with me. They got this big like glowing circle thing behind them or whatever. And I was like, oh cool, I got help. They look cool, but I have all the names turned off, so I don't know who's who. And they're fighting with me, and we defeat the fate. And I'm like, cool. And then they like just jump on this. They jump on their mount, which is like a spaceship, and they just fly away. They just fly into the sky. And I was like, wow, that's kind of one of the weirdest things I've seen
here. No one will ever
here.
believe you.
They just came in and fought with me, and they're like, all right, see you later. And they jumped on the thing, and they're just like zooped right into the sky. And I'm like, okay, see you later. But I've seen some cool mounts. Like I saw people walking around on Majesty armor from Final Fantasy VI, and I saw another person that was on this like giant Moogle cloud car thing that's like made out of clouds and has a giant Moogle head on it. So other people have cooler stuff than I do, or they'll have little familiars that walk around with them or whatever. And there was another one where I was just doing a regular mission, and there's a guy just like on the ground, just kneeling, holding up a bouquet of roses. And I'm like, what? I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, am I supposed to? I like walked around and I like jumped around in front of the guy, and I'm like, okay, whatever. And then I just went to the next part. I was like, are you just there? Is that your away from keyboard pose or whatever? Like, why are you sitting? Are you?
Maybe they're waiting to
propose to
somebody when
to
they
me?
log in.
Yeah, I don't know. But I mean,
I'm just waiting for my date.
And I did. I guess one of the fates I was on, I have it set to where like any chat will just appear as like a word bubble above their heads. And there was some people that were talking about how badly I was fighting and that I was that I was going to die soon. But I didn't actually. I made it through. So I did see some chat bubbles about me.
They're talking shit about you.
Yeah, I guess. Well, they were just saying like, you should get out of there, or you're about to go, or whatever. But I didn't die, even though I've been killed like 5 or 6 times in this game. Like it happens.
Do you die in real life?
All that really happens is, you'll wake up in whatever. Like, there's these different crystals that you can teleport to, and you can pick whichever one is your home base, and whenever you die, you get sent back to whatever your home base is. So, my home base was like 3 worlds away, and I was at this other world, and I was like, oh, fuck. So I got taken back to this other, but then you can just warp back to where you are. It's not a big deal. But the thing is, your equipment gets damaged when you get killed, and if you don't pay attention, it can get destroyed, and you can lose equipment that you have. But if you're building up all the classes like I am, you can use like the Weaver to repair your clothes, so you don't have to worry about that. So I went through and I repaired all of my. I went through and repaired all my equipment because I was like, I've died a few times. Let's just go through and repair everything, and it let me like prepare all, and there you go. It was all good. But
it's good to be a Weaver.
Yes, and a lot of other things.
That'd be a knitter.
You are a knitter.
Nice.
But something off the news. Square Enix is releasing a specific perfume for each job, and I tried to look into it, but the whole website's in Japanese, so I couldn't read what the different. But I really want to see the descriptions, like what is the machinist one smell like oil? Like what do you?
I hope so.
What is like dragoon, like dragon sweat or something? Like what's? I want to know what these smells are.
Atmosphere, because they jump so high.
I just thought this was funny because Final Fantasy really does sound like a perfume name.
Sure,
It does.
I could see Chanel Fantasy or something like that. I don't know.
Chanel Fantasy number final.
I bet I kind of wanted to see what the different ones were, but they're all in Japanese, so I can't. But it's like what's Black Mage smell like? Fire, cinder. But yeah, I think I've. The other thing is, there's like these training missions that you do that'll teach you how to do stuff, and I've just been learning how to be a DPS character, so that's cool. I mean, a lot of the stuff I really don't know, so I like the training missions because I don't know. I don't play games like this. I don't understand the way a tank is supposed to work or how DPS is supposed to work. And it's like the DPS is like you're supposed to attack whoever your teammate is attacking to add, instead of just attacking whatever. So I didn't know that. And there's these little mini games that you do that'll teach you how you should behave in a party and all that. And once I get to
how you should behave in a party.
In a party.
In
an
party.
RPG party. But once I get into the dungeons, which hopefully I will by next week, then there's a whole nother training thing about that. So that'll be that. But yeah, that's good. That's good for me.
Cool. Well, this week believe it or not, I played some Splatoon Raiders.
Yeah, you got like 140 hours on that thing.
Yes,
You're
I am
really
at over 140 hours, but I think I'm about done playing.
Are you how have you like? Are you like 900 into the like never-ending depths or whatever? Like how far did you get to that?
I've made it to level 76.
Oh, okay.
And it's really hard. And I said last week towards the end of the show, I was like, well, I got to work on my DPS or whatever. And yeah, that's even more apparent now because I'm continuously running into the problem of running out of time. So I've been setting all my gadgets to collect the orbs, and that helps a little bit, but it's just, I don't know. So what I've done is I've started collecting more weapons. So I'm up to 9 primo weapons that are level 5.
The purple ones are the ones you can level up.
Yeah,
50
times.
Got
you said 8 of the 9 maxed out with their with the items you can attach to them. So each of those you can level up to 3, and then so 8 of the 9 are ready to rock, and then I've got 2 of them that have leveled up to plus 30. So they're pretty good. One of them's the shotgun, and one of them's the it's like a sniper rifle. So those are fun, but my DPS is still best with my Splattershot Junior, my Lifeguard Splattershot Junior. So that's what I usually use. I switched it to where it burns instead of freezes. That seems like it helped a little bit, but yeah, I was doing pretty good. I wasn't getting stuck all that often until I got to 76, and I've been stuck there for several days. So I was like, well, what can I do? So I decided I was just going to try to beat the almond levels as fast as I could, and I got to 22 seconds is my record.
Yes, I saw your video where you just went up there and
yeah, that was 24 seconds. I've cut off 2 seconds since then.
Yeah.
So I did that for a while, and then I also just played a lot of helping people out to try to get red gems because I'm like never have enough red gems, and yeah, that's kind of it. My actual level is level 50 plus 137.
Wow. Yeah, so
like 187.
187. Yeah, you didn't like that game at all. You just had no interest in playing it whatsoever.
You guys are so far beyond me. You talk about red gems and bottomless pits and things that I know nothing of. My hour number 10 that I'm on with that game.
Well, I played it for 35 hours, and I beat. I got to the bottomless pit, and I was kind of like, I don't know. I didn't have it didn't intrigue me as much as also Final Fantasy XIV came out, so I got distracted. But yeah, I mean, I don't really.
I just kind of got to the point where like I'm kind of bummed out about not being able to get past level 76, 77, 78.
Have you tried?
I'm gonna keep trying.
Have you tried getting in a room with people, trying to get people online to play with you? Because just Splatoon, it's just Splatoon all lowercase. I did it, and there's like a whole bunch of rooms you can find people.
I'll try that this week.
Just walk over to the multiplayer thing in the corner or whatever, and you can just that's what people are using, like, so they can do it.
But as I was getting a little bummed out about Raiders, I kind of did like you did, Trey, and I decided to go back to Side Order and actually invest some time in it. So I played that for a few hours this week, and I took your advice. The very first time I played with the bow and arrow, I got all the way to the final boss, and then I lost. I was so pissed.
Oh no!
I actually got all the way to the end.
You didn't have enough points to get a continue like I did.
No, I didn't.
Oh yeah, because I would have.
I had like 2 lives, so I thought for sure I was going to make it, but that guy destroyed me. He's actually kind of tough.
He has some, like, if you're not paying attention, he has some one-hit kill stuff. Like if you're in the wrong spot, he can knock you out like very quickly. So you really got to know what's going on. That's why it's kind of unfair. Like, you spend all the time to get there, and then you get there, and then he kills you in like 2 seconds. It's like, well, I didn't even have any time to even look at whatever,
like figure out his patterns or anything.
Like, thankfully I got to continue, so I had a little bit more time to try to figure out how to dodge it. But it is pretty rough when you get there.
So I got a little frustrated, but at that point I was like, I want to keep the roguelite aspect and leveling different things up, like leveling up my damage and stuff, and unlocking more stuff by playing through with more weapons. I was like, one of these weapons I'm gonna get through it with, and I got like several keys and unlocked several different guns. And then finally, I went back to my splatter shot, and that's the one I beat it with. And I beat it quite easily because I knew what I was doing better.
Yeah.
So I leveled up. I leveled up better, and so I had like poison ink to where they like take more damage when the ground's inked under them.
Yeah.
I also had it to where like I know I had like 3 or 4 different things that were adding damage, so that helped a lot. And then I had for my special move, it's the one where you like jump up in the air and smash down, and it like makes three like rows of stuff that shoots out at you. It's a really good special.
Yeah, it will kind of like
It's
the
an
Booyah
AoE
Bomb.
one.
Sort of.
Yeah. So that with that special, like it made it pretty easy to win. And then there's like the little special extra thing at the end, and I destroyed that. I didn't have any trouble with that. And I
Does
beat
it feel
it.
like Vampire Survivors yet, where you're just like all powerful and tearing through everybody?
No, because it gets
It's
more
not.
challenging the further
No.
you go.
It's not. I mean, the side order is never like that. Like it doesn't work in that way.
Oh yeah, side
Yeah,
order.
yeah.
No, like so some of the levels are really hard, and some of the levels would just take me out. Like there's this one where you one of the modes is you have to defend an area.
Yeah,
And,
I really don't.
There's
I don't
one
like
where
those ones.
you have to defend 2 different areas that
Yeah.
are like across the map from each other, and the bad guys that are attacking them are like they can fly and they're like shooting missiles across the map, and it sucks. I hate it.
Yeah,
I've only beat it like one time.
They like fly up top and they'll shoot the ink like straight down and they'll like cover it really quickly. I kind of did a strategic way and I just avoided any of those defense ones because I just didn't like them because they suck. And I did beat it a few times, but it just took me forever because there's one where I had to like keep shooting from like one side to another because there's these 2 spots that you had to defend. And I just had to get really quick on it because that flying guy would show up there and like ink it like in 1 second, and you just gotta, I don't know, you just gotta be fast, I guess. I don't know how I did it, but
I was running into like this danger mode. Like sometimes like the enemies will be really aggressive, so even if it's a level you've played a lot, like it'll be really hard. Or there's a really cool one, and I hadn't seen it before this week, where you just get a bunch of like special abilities just for that one level. They give you a deck of cards.
Yeah, I found one of those.
Those are really cool when you get those.
Yeah,
They
sometimes
make the level really easy.
It'll like pump up your stats like for like one level. Yeah, that's those are really cool.
But yeah, I just kept at it and I beat it. So that feels good to have finally finished that game. And I agree with Trey. I think my skills from Raiders helped me out.
Yeah, I think you'd be better now with all the 100 some hours you put into Raiders. You know, make your newly acquired skills. Use them to get through side order.
I played a little bit of I played a little bit of Turf War just for old time's sake, and that's still really fun. I still had a really good time with that. It depends on who your teammates are whether or not you win, though.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, yes, of course. Yeah, it is. Yeah, team based. I still haven't jumped onto the online competitive because I just don't. Yeah. I mean, it's
real good for like a weekend or so.
I mean, it's like I like as far as like I don't like online competitive stuff like really at all. So as far as that goes, it's to say a lot. Like the amount of hours that I put into Splatoon games, I don't know. It doesn't. I don't feel myself wanting to go back to it, because I'm not very good at it, and I don't think I ever was.
Well, I did find out. Well, never mind. The last game I played this week was Factorio. I think I got that last week, and I hadn't really played much of it. It's kind of tough to play with a controller, but I was finally like, you know what? I'm going to try this mouse mode out, and it works really well. Like, you can use the mouse on your leg, and I don't know, it just works really good. So I started playing in mouse mode, and I did some like button changes in the Switch menu, and made it to where my right click is cancel and my left click is choose. I was like, this just makes it so much easier. I don't have to and you can like switch between mouse and controller mode like on the fly, which is neat. Um, so I played maybe an hour or two of that, and I'm really starting to dig that game. The only thing I don't like about it is the fucking enemies because they just attack everything. They don't just attack you; they like ruin everything you build as well, and they can just completely screw you over so quickly because they move so quick. So I'm trying to get better about defense. You have to build like turrets, and you have to go refill them with bullets when they run out. And so there's just a lot of resource management that's becoming more and more difficult with the way I have the controls set up. So I'm gonna go play it a bit more this week and mess around with it some more and try to get it to the perfect playability. But I was looking online at some Reddit threads, and most people seem to think the best way to play it is with a keyboard and a mouse. So just hook up a wireless keyboard, a wireless mouse. Don't even use the Switch controller to actually play it, and it's more fun that way, supposedly. So maybe I will try that.
What do you need the keyboard for? Do you need to talk to people in the game?
No, mostly just lots of hotkeys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you
like
have
tons of hotkeys, and it's not like you've got like a hot bar sort of. It's like a hot bar where you set 4 things with your control pad, but then I think you can also like cycle through and have multiple groups of 4. But I don't like it. I would rather there be a way to just immediately access stuff because you got to switch. I mean, you got to build all these different things, and they got to be facing the right direction to interface with each other and correctly, and different things use different types of fuel, and you got to switch your fuel out. It's kind of annoying, but it's a resource management game, so I guess you just gotta get used to the controls. So I'm gonna keep working on that, but who knows? Maybe eventually I'll just play it on the computer instead. I have an extra wireless mouse and keyboard though, so I don't actually have to make a purchase to try it out that way. So I'm gonna try that this week.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to see. I mean, I know that it works. Was supposed to work with the Switch 2. I just never saw a reason for it.
Right, it's the Switch 2 version that I have, and I think it costs the same amount, but it's the Switch 2 version, and it's a fun game. I just need to get better at understanding the controls because I want to build the giant like factory cities so bad.
Yeah, it's like a city builder, but it sounds like there's some like kind of tower defense-y type stuff in there also for like whenever you get attacked.
Yep. And then it's mostly about automation. Like a lot of games make automation a lot of games like this especially make the automation part like something you have to work towards. Especially a game like Minecraft where you have to actually manipulate the way the tools work to make things automate. But this game starts out very early with you build this and it mines for you and it does this for you. So it's all about automation. So that's probably why I like it so much because everything is like a little gadget interfacing with another little gadget, and it's very satisfying to play. So when I'm playing properly, but then all these enemies will run up and destroy everything, and I'm like, fuck. You can save scum, so I've been doing that a little bit, and that's helped. But I'm telling you, I changed a lot in the settings. Like I even changed the resolution because I couldn't read what was like on the screen. So I had to change the resolution to where you see less of the screen. And there were a lot of things I messed with to try to make it playable.
Oh yeah.
It kind of requires some investment.
I mean, that's kind
to
of
even play in the first place.
That's kind of how I felt for Final Fantasy XIV. Also, I had to make all the font bigger because I'm old and I couldn't read it because it was kind of small. And
I mean, I'm looking on a fucking 62-inch screen or whatever I have.
Yeah, we got the same.
I can't read it.
It's a pretty big TV, but it's like
I can't fucking read it.
Like there's the word bubble, and then like the text in the word bubble is like less than half the size of the word bubble. I'm like, what is this? Like make it bigger, So I found out that I had to make the whole word bubble bigger, but I found the right size where I can actually read. And now I'm actually, because like most of the game is like not spoken, it's all silent and you have to read it. But now I'm actually reading it and enjoying it more. Like there is some voice work, but it's in the main missions, obviously. But no, it's kind of, I had to go through and change all that shit.
Jeremy, since you like Factorio, I would encourage you to check out Satisfactory, which I mentioned it before, but my brother-in-law got really into it. He showed me the game, and it's like the same sort of concept, but it's in 3D. It's a little bit more Minecrafty, I think, in that way. I think there is some element of like people attacking your factory and all that stuff, like a little bit of defense and all that. But
if I can turn off the enemies, I'm going to. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It'll be like whatever peaceful mode is on Minecraft, and then I'll learn the controls, and then I'll turn them back on.
My brother-in-law was showing me the factory that he built, and it's just like sprawling, massive, and
cool,
twisty, turny, but it's all 3D. So I think you'd like that game. Check that out sometime.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know what you'd play it on.
I can only handle so much of this kind of thing at once, and it's like just this one game is overwhelming me. So maybe.
It's actually on PS5 too.
I have one of those.
Cool. Well, do you
anything else?
I won't be playing that. Well, I'll save my other stuff for the news because the other stuff is all news based.
Well, I'll do mine before we go to break because I don't have that much to do. But did the DK challenge, which Nintendo announced this week, a physical reward for completing the challenge. I did not complete it. No, I still have to complete it, but I have until what's the day?
Oh, yeah. I don't know when it runs. I was wondering.
Today's the 19th.
I was wondering if you actually tried it or not. The problem is, like, I did all of the retro stuff. Like, I did all, because that's pretty easy. You can rewind or whatever.
Right.
But the DK Bonanza stuff, you just have to figure it out on your own. It won't even tell you. Like, you have to go there. It's like, it's not, like, well, you turn it on, and any of the ones that you've done already, it'll say, like, oh, you got all of these. But it's not going to tell you, oh, go do this in 4 minutes. Like, you have to actually go and find it and do it. That's why I did.
Oh, it doesn't launch you like the other ones. No. It launches you into the game at that moment.
No, it just starts up DK Bonanza how it would any other time that you played it, and you just have to go find. You have to go find the stuff that they tell you. Like,
so that's probably like an afternoon or like a full day of conquering those kind of things.
I guess if you have the patience for it. I didn't. Like, I was like, oh, I don't want to do it. I was like, I don't want to go find all these things. I mean, now I guess I kind of do because of the physical thing, but
yeah, which is you get cards. You know, you're in these virtual cards for doing the stuff, but you'll get a physical version. I think it's 39 cards that they'll send you. At no extra charge. You just have to pay the shipping. It doesn't use the platinum points or anything like that. It's just a free reward. So that's cool.
Yeah, I was wondering what they would actually end up doing with it, because it's like an achievement. It doesn't really do anything.
There's nothing else like it, so it's like, what does it mean?
I want to do it, and like I want to keep them encouraging them to do stuff like that. I think that's pretty cool.
Okay, so you have to do it by September 1st at 1 a.m. Pacific time. So that's September 1st at 3 a.m. our time, 4 a.m. your time.
I can do it.
So we still got some time there. You still got a couple of weeks or so.
I just wish they would have told us like at the start of this thing. That would have been like, made a little bit more sense.
It kind of seems like they were making it up as they went along a little bit.
I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't tell you like up front that you get physical stuff from it. Maybe like there wasn't enough. Maybe because nobody's talking about it at all. Like they only talk about it like when it came out, and then
I thought this week maybe it was kind of that they were running a little test to see like how popular would this be without versus with a physical reward. That's my only conclusion I can reach on that.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, also maybe they want to see like how many people will actually do it with a physical, with an offer of whatever. So I don't know. Like I was.
I'll do it.
I don't know. I was listening to NBC and Logan was saying that he couldn't do it. And I was like, well, if he can't do it, I probably can't do it. So I'm not going to do it.
Think about like the Nintendo Championship Edition or whatever that was. Like,
yeah,
this proves that could have just existed like as an interface that goes between your ROMs.
It could have, yeah. And we wouldn't have to spend money on it. Well, I guess you guys all got physical ones though, right? You wanted the fake gold cartridge and all that fun stuff.
I got that.
You did. I just got.
Wait, no, I downloaded it.
Yeah, I thought you guys both got physical. I know John did, but
yep, I got my gold cartridge.
That was one of those games where I said I wasn't going to buy it, and then I bought it and played it a bunch.
Yeah, and you played it a lot. Like you were really into
again
that.
More than the rest of us. Yeah,
yeah. I 100% did it.
Well, I think you said. Was it last week? You said that whenever you say you're not going to buy something, that means you're going to buy it. So that's the Jeremy code. As I've learned from listening to old episodes.
Paradox.
Whenever you try to convince yourself to not get it, you'll end up getting it.
Well, my other thing that I did this week was I killed Slim Shady. and Hitman.
Yeah,
That was one of the elusive targets.
yeah, it's an event. Well, I mean, I'm sure it's referencing the newest album that came out like 3 years ago or something like that. You guys haven't
Yeah, I
heard
don't
it?
know.
I'm probably the only one that's listened to it on here.
Probably so.
I mean, I
listened
probably
to it.
heard a song or two
I listened
from
to it
but I
once.
listened to the
Yeah,
whole
no,
album.
I mean, the idea is, Slim Shady said a lot of things back in, or Eminem said a lot of things back in the day that maybe you shouldn't say, like very, queer phobia, whatever
The
stuff,
F-bomb.
and some, I mean, yeah, I mean, I'll say you could say fuck all you want, but you talk about the other one, but
No, the one that matters.
yeah, but no, it's basically him trying to kill his old persona, and most of the album is him like rapping back and forth with Slim Shady being like the evil version of him, and Eminem or Marshall being the other one. It was an interesting idea, but I don't know. I don't think it had anything on Eminem's show or Marshall Mathers' album or whatever. Jeremy and I used to rock out to that, but I do understand like there's a lot.
Those are
of,
both really good albums.
yeah, they're great albums, but there are a lot of anti-gay stuff in there.
Lots of anti-gay, lots of misogyny and
bad and anti-trans stuff, and it's.
Yeah.
I understand he's trying to make himself. I don't know. He's trying to survive in this world, I guess, he's trying to.
He's trying to, like we all do, look at our past and make amends and admit, yeah, I could have
About
done
the
better.
only thing he doesn't
That's cool.
do is be racist in his albums, but he like ticks every other offensive box possible.
Yeah, I mean, it was an interesting idea, and I guess I figured that's what going from
That's
that
essentially
to what Hitman is. Like, why not put it in a game too? And I'm sure Mom Spaghetti was there. I saw that plenty of
It
times
was.
in Fortnite when they did the whole Eminem world or whatever in Fortnite
Yep.
back when I played
Mom
that
Spaghetti
game.
was there.
Well, they had
Yeah, there you go.
yeah. There was like a place in Fortnite called Mom Spaghetti, and I saw Mom Spaghetti from one of your videos.
Yep.
It's just become a thing, I guess.
Is it like a place or is it an actual plate of spaghetti?
Well,
So it's actually a place in the game. It's a place. So
in Fortnite, it was a place too. It was like a restaurant called Mom Spaghetti.
So here's what it is in Hitman is that you're hired by Eminem to enter an insane asylum that's been taken over by Slim Shady,
Yep.
and
That's like the album.
it's presented as like this sort of alternate universe type of thing. Like the first thing you see when you start the mission is something you've never seen in any other mission before. It's just like you're looking down this long hazy hallway, and there's something at the end, and you walk to the end, and there's a mirror, and you climb into the mirror, and like so it's just communicating that, hey, this is like some sort of other dimension or whatever it is. But you end up in this insane asylum, and you have in Hitman you always have her name is Diana in your ear, but along with Diana this time is Eminem, who's explaining that you're here to kill Slim Shady, who's taking over this insane asylum. You're also trying to figure out what he's doing, because he's doing something there, and you sort of piece together throughout the mission that what he's trying to do is create a song that will drive everybody in the world insane. So you have to there's all kinds of paths you can go down, and I'm not even
You have
sure
to
that I
remove all
got
the snare from his headphones.
what's that.
You have to get rid of all the snare from his headphones.
Get rid of all the
You
stereo.
can't do the song.
Yeah, there's all kinds of options and things, like one of the paths that led me down to like a brainstorming session where he had a bunch of people trapped trying to come up with ideas for this song and all that, and another one I got in the studio with him, and I
Can you drop beats, like dope beats or whatever, for him to rap to? That'd be cool if
well,
there'd be a
I was
little like
I was a
music
DJ
maker
when
in
I was
there.
in the
Yeah.
studio,
Yeah.
but I had rigged up. There's like this goofy looking cartoon saw in the background. There's like a visual element of the music video that he's shooting or whatever, and I'd rigged it up to electrocute him when I hit the beat at a certain point. Yeah, so that's the 2 times that I killed him. And you're like traveling through, there's this whole thing in there where you're traveling through mirrors, which is not something you do in Hitman. It's like an otherworldly type of thing. And on the opposite side of the mirror is like this spooky house, which is supposed to represent like Shady's messed up psyche. And, all I had to say, it was just like a cool very different mission that stood out from every other mission that I've played in this game, which I put 700 hours in. So I really liked it. I thought it was pretty fun. The level is actually, it's a reworking. All of these, elusive targets. They're like reworkings of, levels that every Hitman player has been playing for years and years. So this was a reworking of a hospital level called Hokkaido. It's a high-tech hospital in Japan. So it was kind of neat to see like this level that I'm very familiar with, where like I don't even need to look at the map. I just know where everything is. And but they've reworked it. So now the cafe is Mom's Spaghetti and, all that kind of stuff. So I really, really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. I gotta tackle some more of these elusive targets. I don't have very many to my name, but now this is one of them.
Aren't they like limited time normally? Like they're only around for so long?
So there's two things. They are limited time, but then there's also some years in they released they call it the elusive target arcade. So if there's some that you miss, because again they're one and done. If you mess it up, you can never do it again. But it was like maybe 2 or 3 years ago they kind of did a little mea culpa and said, well, okay, we're going to do elusive target arcade, so you can try these things, but you're not going to get like the rewards that you would get for beating the actual one. And so I determined that I somehow accidentally booted up the elusive target arcade version. So I have to actually go back and do it again in the real one.
Oh no.
So I get the reward.
It doesn't count or whatever.
It doesn't count. So yeah, I messed up a little bit there, but I still got 2 or 3 days, but I know exactly how to do it now. So
okay. Well, anyway, did you want to say anything else, John, about that?
No, the game continues to be very, very fun. And I think I'm about to cross hour 700.
So it's still good.
Yep.
It's probably great to play it not on cloud, to play it native
Wonderful.
on Switch 2. All right, well, let's take a break and we'll come back and talk about the news and whatever else. So stay tuned.
Hey, you.
It's me, Mario.
Yeah, you. Subscribe to our Patreon to hear our bonus shows, which happen every month.
I'm tired.
Tired of all the big corporate podcasts spoon-feeding you the same old video game news on every single show?
Spaghetti. Ravioli.
Then expand!
With NintenDomain Expansion Pack.
It's us talking about old games that were important to us. It's us interviewing people that we meet at conventions. And heck, it's live shows from those same conventions. It's basically everything you could want that NintenDomain ever made.
Here we go!
And it's just $1 a month.
That's less than a bad indie on the eShop.
It's $12 a year, which is less than Nintendo Switch Online.
Thank you so much for subscribing to our Patreon and supporting NintenDomain.
Just go to patreon.com/NintenDomain podcast and hey, Mario, let go. Whoa! He's throwing us back to the show.
So long, Bowser.
Patreon.com/NintenDomain podcast.
Game over.
back. We're back from the break. Let's talk about the news and all the new releases and all that.
News and news, news, news. Don't snooze or you miss the news.
Ground Zero Hero is coming out this week. I didn't really think anything of it. I just thought it was interesting that it's from Acclaim, the company Acclaim that we all remember.
Yeah.
Coming out this week. It's a Nintendo Switch 2 only version. And yeah, it looks like, I don't know, it's like a character you mutate to different things or whatever. And it's a roguelite-y thing, or I don't know. It's not.
Looks like it's a little bit naughty. It's a T for teen game.
Yeah.
It's got
I wonder if it's just like a grotesque, like, oh, it looks like a good price to me.
It's $8.99. It's $1 off, down from $9.99. Whatever these pre-order release, whatevers that we see, discounts that happen. It's that. That's that. Driving is Hard, which I did watch I watched the trailer that's on the eShop for this.
I did, yeah.
And it does look it looks kind of funny.
It's very much like a Bennett Foddy game, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a platformer where you're climbing something with a car. It's not really
your car's a bathtub.
Yeah, it's like a
goofy physics type of game.
It's like a 3D platformer.
Yeah, it's supposed to be so challenging, difficult, whatever, frustrating, but in a funny way.
And it kind of doesn't look great graphic wise, but I think that's part of it.
Part of the point, yeah.
Right.
I do kind of wish there was a Switch 2 version so it could look shitty in a better way. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's $10. It's $10. It's coming out. It's coming out this week. It just keeps. Every time I look at it, I think of that Cursive song, "Art is Hard." So it's always stuck in my head whenever I look at Driving is Hard. There's also like this. There's this little like music beat that they play whenever you finish a quest in Final Fantasy XIV that just sounds the same as like a part of a Cursive song from Ugly Organ. It's awesome. Like stuck in my head now forever because that one part. It happens to me all the time. There'll be like one piece of a song that reminds me of another song, so I always think of that other song. Like there was a part in like the Mr. Gimmick sequel that had a part in it, or that reminded me of a Queer song or whatever. It happens like all the time. But yeah. Anyway, I've been thinking about the one.
There's a song in Vampire Survivor that always makes me think of. I can't remember what it was. We talked about it on the show.
Yeah, it does totally sound like that song, though. I don't remember what that song is, but yeah, I remember you saying that, and it does sound like "I Hate Myself for Loving You" or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. But it'll and there's other songs in Final Fantasy XIV that remind me of other songs, and they just get stuck in my head. But I like aside from the "Kiss from a Rose," which I did find video footage of that. That was a real thing. It was a band, I guess, that played live in Final Fantasy XIV that covered that song. And it's still floating around there somewhere. But DayZ Cool Edition, I don't know what that means. Is it like DayZ in the Arctic or something? That's coming out this week too for $70. That's a lot of money for a game that I do not care about at all. I don't even really know what this is. It's a survival game.
You like MMOs.
It's been around for a long time.
Well, there's like one MMO that I like, and I don't think I have time for other ones. I put 45 hours into Final Fantasy XIV, and I don't see myself switching to any other MMO anytime soon, And the only other one I liked was DC Universe Online. So it has to be very specific for me to get into it. But I didn't even know it was an MMO thing. But more importantly, Egg Console is getting Legend of Heroes 3 White Witch, which the Legend of Heroes is like the series that eventually birthed Trails in the Sky, which is what I'm very excited about playing right now. So, I mean, unfortunately, since this is Egg Console, it's not in English. It's all in Japanese. Right. But I would love to play, like Ease and Trails, like they all go back to like, Legend of Heroes. Like, it's like Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky is what the original title was. So I'd love to play the whole series, but Trails in the Sky is when it started all being connected, the stories being connected and all the characters entering into other stories or whatnot. But it's cool that these are on here. I just would love to see it as a English version, but it's only $7. I would think about buying it if it was in English. Especially, these are like, kind of action RPG stuff or whatever. You kind of need to know what they're telling you. And Grim Trials, Nintendo Switch 1 and 2 version, I just put it on there. It looks like Hades, is what I thought. I looked at some of the pictures. It, to me, looked like another roguelite Hades game. Most of the time, the reason that I put these games on here is if they have like Switch 2 editions. I'm like, because I think it's somewhat important for having that, and this one does. But speaking of Switch 2 editions, there are other stuff happening. I guess we can talk about the Agent 64 thing. I really wish.
Let's talk about this. Looks cool.
I watched a trailer of it some point, like not recently, but a while back. And the problem is they keep putting up these other games on there that are shitty, that are trying to be this game, and they should just put this game on here. Because I know there's at least like 3 other wannabe GoldenEye games that are already on Switch.
Yeah.
And I keep thinking it's this one. I did actually buy one of them by accident. It was trash. It was awful. So, but yeah, this one is supposed to be taking GoldenEye and just running with it. I don't know.
Agent 64, Spies Never Die. It's on Steam.
Yeah.
For $20. I hope it comes out on Switch. That'd be cool.
It is cool that it has a solo mode, so that could be cool.
It looked like there was a lot of multiplayer stuff in it from what I saw from the trailer, but I don't know. Yeah, it's supposed to be from what I heard from other people. It's like it kind of takes like the GoldenEye thing and what if it was made better?
Modernizes it.
Yeah, more modernizes it. Which I'm always interested in first-person shooters, so yeah, I would definitely check it out if it came to Switch. As of right now, I only have a Mac and Steam games don't work there, so there's not anywhere I could actually play it. So so I can't do anything with it. But Switch 2 editions. 100 Times Resist has a Switch 2 edition. It's out now and it's free. And I actually bought this game because it was talked very highly of, and I just played it a little bit, and I was kind of confused by it because it seemed pretty complicated. But I could always download it again and try to play it in the Switch 2 version because it's all.
It won a Peabody Award.
It's all free. Yeah, no, it's apparently really good, but I only played it briefly, like maybe just an hour, and I just kind of really wasn't. I just wasn't ready for it at the time, I guess. I was like, I don't know how to play this game. I don't understand I wasn't in the mood for it. I don't know. But I do already have it, and I could try it again on Switch 2, but probably not. But it is available now.
That is a lot of resistance.
Yeah. I don't know. What's that Eric talked about it on Axe of Blood? God, he really liked it. But yeah, it's out. Wobbly Life has a Nintendo Switch 2 edition also, so you can get all wobbly in 60 FPS and 4K. I'm sure. I don't know. I didn't look at what the actual stats are, but
I forget what this game is.
It's probably another one of those games,
like Gang Beasts, maybe.
It's one of those. It's one of those wobbly games where you like control it, but it's all. I don't know. I don't like these games, but the ones where it's like it's funny because you try to move it and it doesn't move right, and it's I don't know, and you stream it and people laugh about it. I guess. I don't know. It looked like I thought it'd be something that you'd be into, John, because you kind of like those wobbly games.
I do like wobbly stuff.
But anyway, yeah, it's the upgrade. It's funny because the Switch 2 version is $24, and the Nintendo. It's basically the I guess they're all normally $24, but the Nintendo Switch 1 edition is on sale. It's basically $4.99 less. So if you buy that one by accident, you'll still be paying the same price as the Switch 2 version, which I think is kind of funny. I think they did that intentionally. Because if you buy Switch 1, you pay $5 to upgrade it. But as of right now, the Switch 1 version is $5 off, so they're the same price either way. So I like.
In case you want to get it in a wobbly way,
yeah,
I guess that works out.
I mean, I like that the developers are kind of. I guess I would think that maybe that it's good nature to try to make it to where people won't accidentally buy one version and then end up having to pay more or something like that. So that's what I think, is that maybe that's what they're trying to do. I don't know. And this other one, I only know it because they mentioned it on NVC because they said it was similar to that other one that Jeremy played. Mina and the Hollower.
Uh-huh.
Pipistrello and the Cursed Yo-Yo is like another one of those games. I don't think
that's good in the Switch 2 edition.
I don't think it's as good as Mina the Hollower, but it's a similar thing where you have a yo-yo and it's kind of like a, it's based on like older, it's supposed to look like an 8-bit game or whatever. So that's.
We got some patches for Trails in the Sky first chapter.
Yeah, it was there was like some translation differences. I looked into like what it was, and I was basically like I said earlier, I was just like, okay, well that's cool, but where the fuck is the chapter 2 demo, which is out now? So, I beat this game last year. It was my game of the year, so I don't need to go back to it and look at it. But I guess there was some localization stuff that they changed, just like from what I gathered, like on what was changed on it. So I don't know. Just play the demo. It's out now. Even though I guess if you haven't played 1, you should go play the demo of 1 because all these games, it's like Game of Thrones of RPGs. Like they all go from one to another to another. So you're not going to want to start 2 without finishing 1. That's what I think. But it's funny that right after Jeremy beat the side order, they put out a patch for Splatoon like the day after.
Yeah.
Like right after. Right after all of us.
Probably because they were waiting for me to finish it.
Yeah.
They're throwing a new weapon in there. That's interesting. However many years it's been since that game has been released. What, 5 years at least?
Well, they put in new. I was gonna say, don't they put in new weapons like every week? I feel like they. I mean, whenever you turn it on, it's like here's 30 new weapons that we've added since you played.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Last.
I mean, I was overwhelmed. I just kept hitting A and didn't read anything.
Yeah, it's. They always throw a lot of stuff at you when you start, and I'm like, I don't care. Just take me to the game.
We got a demo for Widow, which I downloaded, but I haven't tried it yet. The game looks kind of cool.
Yeah, Widow was in one of the directs. I think it was an indie showcase or something like that. But it's the one where you like paint the little characters and then mouse mode and all that fun stuff. I didn't download the demo, but maybe I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's
while
like
I'm
a
editing
wood
or
game.
something. It looks real cute.
Like a wood-based game.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a wood type. It's a wood genre. It's a wood genre.
Think of that level in Donkey Kong Country 3. It's kind of like that, but different.
Which level? The wood
The
level?
one where you're in a bunch of trees.
Oh yeah, sure. Pseudo Wudo.
So
I was all like, woo, no?
In the news, D23, which is the Disney Expo, happened last week. So there's a couple of things in here related.
It did happen. Apparently, there was a lot of Kingdom Hearts shit that happened. Yeah. I don't know. I did. I did see that there was going to be an anime out of it, and I bet you anything, whoever's in Kingdom Hearts 4 you have to watch that show to understand who they are, because that's how those fucking games work. They all, I don't know. They all have to do with each other or whatever.
Part of the canon.
Yeah, it's going to explain why they're in Tokyo or whatever instead of Disney World, like in the fourth one. I don't know.
Well,
you're in Tokyo.
Some Simpsons news came out of there.
Yep.
Matt Groening seemingly inadvertently confirmed that Simpsons Hit and Run is coming back.
Do it.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
I like that game. I mean, I have it on GameCube. It's it's like most of those open world driving games. It's fun till it isn't. Like a lot of the missions are kind of samey after a while. Like I played it for as long as I could until I was kind of like, all right, I'm tired of this game. But I mean, it was cool to see like a virtual Springfield, and there's like they got like the escalator to nowhere, and like the popsicle stick, like skyscraper, like all that dumb shit, like from the show is in there, and I like seeing all that.
I was wondering if that.
Yeah, there's a broken monorail too that's like hanging down.
If that game was like the first time that they had to actually think logically, like the arrangement
where everything is, yeah. And it was really cool that you got to play different characters too. Like I remember you could play as Bard and like and Homer, and I think Apu too, which was really weird that like Apu was one of the playable characters also. But and you could, I remember like driving underground and going like to the Stonecutter area, and there was just all this really cool shit. Like if you were into the show, like it was really cool. But it's like I said, it's a lot of it's like get car, drive here in a certain amount of time, and that only that's only fun for so long. Where it's a fan asked about the likelihood of the game coming back, and he said, Groening said that that would certainly be a treat. And then the Simpsons showrunner Matt Selman. No, actually, it was him who said that. Selman said that. So he co-wrote the original game too. Now he runs the show. And then Matt Groening said, "I don't know if I'm speaking out of turn, but I think the original game is coming back in some form." And the audience kind of gasped at that. And then the other guy sort of tried to course correct, but cat's out of the bag, I guess. And everybody dropped their monocles.
Yeah, pay to play.
No.
They also announced
freemium.
The name of the new movie is going to be the new Simpsons movie, which stop doing this.
Yeah.
My naming pet peeve. I hate it. Like, don't call things new.
Well, when they announced it, like, they made it look like it would be two, because the original one had like the Homer, Homer with the donut, and then the new one had like the donut but with the stain from another donut, so it had like two donuts on it. So I thought they were going with it. It's fine. You don't need to like. I'm not a fan of calling it the new movie. But hearing about it, it reminds me of. I mean, you remember the glory days of the first Simpsons movie where they like turn like 7-Elevens into like
Yeah, the one right down the street from me.
into the Quickie Marts and all that, and everybody was
What
just
was that, like 2010?
Fuck, I don't
Yeah,
remember.
they're about.
No, it was before that. It was before that.
No, yeah, you're right. It was before. I think it was 09 or so.
It was before that. I only know because I went with my ex-girlfriend and we had been far broken up by 2009.
7. No, I think it was 2007. Anyway,
Yeah, it wasn't 9. That's for sure.
Wow, so it's been almost 20 years.
yeah.
And then when that movie came out, Simpsons had already been in the air for well over 20 years.
We got some game announcements.
Oh, right around 20 years.
Ninja Baseball League Man, they're calling it now.
It's like a basis loaded
basis
game,
loaded.
right? Yeah, I put it on the notes because I know you're a big fan of the basis loaded games, right, Jeremy? Or you were, like, for the NES ones?
I just like the only one I really liked was Base Wars.
Or yeah, baseball. I don't know, one of them, one of those old baseball games, and it just me not knowing a whole lot about them, it looked like it was that one.
Well, this is actually Ninja Baseball Batman, the ridiculous arcade game that they have at Galloping Ghost.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
That's what this is. It has nothing to do with bases loaded. That's just the subtitle.
Oh, I don't know what this is. You played it? What is it?
Yeah. So Ninja Baseball Batman is like a outrageous, weird, shouldn't exist type of game or whatever. They named it very I don't know what you want to say, curiously or whatever, because it's called Batman, but it's Bat-Man.
Yeah, it's not the
supposed to be
Cape
like a
Crusader.
bat that you use.
And so they can't call it that. I mean, you can get away with things back then, 35 years ago, or whatever. But
Just keep the
now
dash
it's
in
re-released. They're calling it Ninja Baseball League Man. It's actually a very good game.
I kind of like. I kind of like that name even better. It's just more like sunny. It's more funny, like word salad Japanese that I like Ninja League Man, whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to make sense, but it's silly and it puts a smile on my face.
It's a beat 'em up, and it's a fun one. It's fun, cartoony, strange, anything goes.
Oh, it's not even a baseball game?
No, it's not a baseball game at all. It's a beat 'em up with It's a baseball themed beat 'em up.
Oh, like
Where you're
that.
like baseball characters.
So you have a bat
yeah.
as a weapon, I think.
Oh, say like that level in Streets of Rage. Streets of Rage 2 had the baseball level, right? Or was it 3? There's one of them where you go to an amusement park and there's a whole lot of baseball themed stuff.
Remember the baseball boys from Yoshi's Island?
I think it was. I think it was 2 because 2 is the only one I beat all the way through.
So I'm looking forward to this because I liked that arcade game. It's fun.
For sure. There's one. Hold on. There's one. I got to mention this Terranigma one because Terranigma is kind of like it's up there with like Mother 3. For games that people like. Really wish were released in America but never were. It's like it's pretty like Holy Grail. Unlocalized. Even though I think it was in English, but maybe only in Europe or something like that. And our friends Clear River Games may be putting it out, which is even cooler. But I guess I guess there's going to be there's going to be a Pixel Arcadia showcase at Gamescom in a couple of days, and there's a voice heard saying, "Wake up, all the living things in this world await your awakening," and people think that's referencing the story from Terranigma, which I've heard many people mention Terranigma, like Nadia talks very lovingly of it on Axe the Blood God, and it was a Super Nintendo game, like I said, that didn't come out here, and I'd love to play it. And it was like the same people who did like Illusion of Gaia and like the Quintet or whatever as they call it. I think that's on here too. Yeah, Soul Blazer, Illusion of Gaia. Those are other ones that they did. But I'd really like to play it. And I did actually get an email about Pixel Arcadia, so I should probably read it from them, sending it to the podcast and all that. But hopefully that's that. And yeah, it'd be even cooler because we have actually talked to them before, and maybe we can get them to come back to talk to us again about Terranigma. Because any sort of long lost Super Nintendo RPG, count me in. I'm down for that, 100%.
Sounds cool. We're getting Diablo 4: Age of Hatred.
Oh man, why they got to be haters?
Yeah.
I mean, you think it's it's Devil, Diablo.
I mean,
and
we are kind of living in the age of hatred, right?
Mm-hmm.
Am I right?
Hatred is hat red.
Shit's fucked. No, I'm not I don't play Diablo. I never will. I don't really
I
care.
have 3 on the Switch, but I haven't played it in many years.
I had a roommate that played Diablo 2 like crazy, and I just thought it was very annoying to listen to. It was just like click, click, boom, boom, scream, scream. Like, I don't know. I can't get into that game. I guess I never.
There's people that still play it.
I never tried to, but it's not. The closest I got was like the Marvel Ultimate Alliance and Marvel Legends or X-Men Legends games, but those were like, those were like superhero based RPGs to me, so I could do that. But yeah, no, some people. I had a friend, like I said, I had a friend who sold like items from Diablo 3 or whatever for money. So, you can people like it. But Hellraiser Revival, I do want to play this game. It's coming.
It's kind of cool, yeah.
It's coming to a Switch, and it's not like the
Cenobites.
It's not like it's not like the Friday the 13th thing where it's like 1v whatever. It's not an online thing. It's a single player game. That makes me even more excited about it. And what's his face?
Clive Barker.
Doug Bradley. Well, Clive Barker is involved with it, but also Doug Bradley, who is the guy who played Pinhead for all of the movies for the most part. There was a remake that he wasn't into, but I don't know how much you guys have seen of these movies, but
I've seen none of them.
I tried to watch the first movie twice. I couldn't.
Oh my god! Oh, the first one is so good. The one with like where the lady like fucks the one dude and she tries to bring him back to get you can. Oh man, I think the first one is awesome. The second one is awesome too. I was gonna say like that.
Not because it was like too scary or whatever, but I just thought it was kind of like dry and it was different from what I was expecting. So
it's completely different from what you expect. That's why it's so good. That's why I love it. Like one of my favorite parts is when he's like all his skin is gone and it's just like he's just got this skull face that's bleeding and he's smoking a cigarette. Like it's hilarious. It's so good. Like that's an all timer for me. That movie I think is fantastic. Now what I was gonna say is, I've seen all of the Hellraisers, and I think I think they all have like something good about them. Like,
isn't there one in space?
Yeah, actually, that was the third one. I really like that. Or no, was that the fourth one? I really like that one because they go into the how they built the puzzle box and all that stuff. And Adam Scott's in it too from the one show, Severance.
Parks and Rec.
He's in there.
Severance, yeah.
Yeah. But no, I always thought they all had something interesting about them. And later, towards the end of the series, it was mostly like spec scripts that they just threw Pinhead in. But I still thought they were cool ideas. Like even like the ones that had like low budget or whatever. I've enjoyed all of them. Even though there's like one towards the VR one, the cyber one, that one kind of sucks. But a very young Henry Cavill's in there, so at least you get to see that. And it has like 4 different endings. It's real confusing. But anyway, I like those games. I like Clive Barker. They should put out that game, The Undying, that he did. There was an old PC game that he made that I thought was pretty cool that I used to play on my old Mac. They should bring that back. But no, I like these Hellraiser games. I like the Hellraiser movies, so I'm interested in this. And it's cool to see Doug Bradley coming back again to play the Pinhead.
I'm interested in
cool.
Silver Pines, which is basically described as Silent Hill meets Monkey Island. Like it's point and click, but it's a
horror
game, yeah. And it's got a really cool art style too, which is like looks kind of pixelated, but it's not like I don't know, Super Brothers or like that pixelated or something. Like strikes a nice balance between like actual retro and new interesting artistic looking graphics. I like it.
Yeah, I didn't get to take a look at it because you posted it like right before we started. So
it was a hot off the presses.
I missed it.
October 8th.
I missed it, but I'm interested in it. But yeah, another thing that I missed, but I didn't want to, is First Squadron Phoenix got an update. I actually played through that game earlier, and we just talked about it last week. This was another one of those we talked about it and then it happened things, because we had just been talking about it. Because I got into that game when after the Mario Galaxy movie, because I was like all about Star Fox, and I was like, well, let's play. That one was on sale. It just came. Well, they put it on sale. It came out early, like in the beginning of the year, because they knew people are going to want to play Star Fox games like me, and I really love that second one. So if they're adding more story DLC for free, I'm interested in it. I kind of forgot that it existed because I've fallen into Eorzea and all that,
and also Star Fox.
But yeah, no, I want to try it out because I really liked it. I really like what I played of it. It was kind of like sort of maybe it would make the bottom of my list of the year type of things because I really enjoyed it and it came out this year. But we'll see.
We got a new trailer for Elden Ring Tarnished Edition, and there's some like hands-on previews from different outlets just saying basically forget what was said in the past about it looking bad or whatever. Like they're kind of blown away by this the port. So
Yeah,
they
I've seen
turned the ship around.
positive. Yeah, I've seen positive feedback on it so far, and it is a big thing. Gamescom starts like what, next week, like next Tuesday or something like that, Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever.
That's in Germany.
Keely's doing his own stupid show again as he normally does. It's like Gamescom starting night, or it has some dumb name, but Elden Ring will be there, and most importantly, First Light on Switch 2 will be there, which I'm really
that'll be
interested
cool.
to see how that looks. You know, since we've seen nothing of it, and I think like Call of Duty is supposed to be there too, which is just like, I just think it's funny that. And then I said earlier I'd play the beta, but you know, I'm interested to see what they look like. I never paid $70 for one of those games, but you know.
I'll
Now,
be getting
remember,
that
you
game
are
later,
getting
brother.
it is an expensive game, but remember, you are getting the Shadow of the Erd Tree DLC with it.
Yeah, it's like a complete edition. Like you're getting, and there's like a new class too or something that wasn't in the original game. That's good. It's
Mario class.
It's like the you could play a plumber now. No, it's it's like it's like an Ultimate Edition, Game of the Year edition. You know, just think of it that way. Whenever you see a Switch 2
$80
version,
price tag.
like they're giving you all the DLC. You're getting everything, and it most of the time they get released on other systems too. So it's for the same price.
So what is Retro Space? I'm not familiar with this one.
Oh, it's just it's like a retro looking first person shooter, but it's new. I don't know. I thought it looked fun from the I like the trailer of it. Immersive disco punk space horror. That's what it says.
Coming out October 1st.
Yeah. I mean, October and September are pretty stacked, but maybe I'll try it out. I mean, those first person shooters, they do happen to get their claws into my brain and be like, hey, try it out.
We got some more footage from Orbitals. We got a music video of the main theme song. And yeah, the song slaps. The game looks amazing. It's coming out September 3rd. I'm on board.
They're
for
really
this one.
leaning into the style as a selling point, and I think that's smart.
You just need somebody to play with you. I did
two somebodies right here.
I did read like an article talking about the development of it and how they originally were gonna have a single player mode, but they didn't want you to be able to do it in single player and 2-player. Like they felt like it would be defeating the 2-player mode if you had a single player mode, because they want it to be like where one person does one thing and one does another. I understand that, but I still wish there was a single player mode because I think
like Resident Evil 5.
I think it looks great, but I don't want to.
I got plenty of single player games. I like this idea of designing games just for 2 players, because you have no limitations on that nugget of an idea of playing games with 2 people. If you had to design for the one player, you might have some limitations there. But so I'm cool. I'm cool with it. I'm excited to see what they do with this. And this game just looks like a knockout to me. So really, really looking forward to it. I'll get it day one.
It does look very cool.
Then there's Order of the Sinking Star, which is from, I think it's the guy who created Braid and The Witness.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah,
he's kind of a prick.
Looks kind of more like a board game type of thing. I don't know if this is up my alley, but it looks kind of interesting.
It's one of those games that's like floating around. Just if you go all the way down to the bottom of the eShop, it's like one of those. It's like that and Ocarina of Time and DuskBloods that just like have no release date, and it just says 2006. It's in that area of the eShop.
This now has a release date, though. It's coming out October 8th.
Oh, does it? Okay. Well, yeah, last time I was, like 2 days ago, it didn't. Or at least they didn't put it on the eShop yet.
It looks neat.
And then we're getting...
I imagine it's like point and clicky or whatever. Because most of his games are kind of like that.
There's a game called Monowave, which I forgot to write some details about, but just know that game is coming out.
It's a heartfelt puzzle adventure platformer.
It's just one wave. It's got cool art style, from what I can tell of it.
Remothered Red Nun's Legacy, a horror game for the Switch 2.
Yeah, we got a few of those, but I think they were cloud, weren't they, originally? The Remothered. I know one of them was on
I knew
here.
it sounded familiar.
I know I've seen it before. Unless I'm thinking of it as something else. Yeah, Remothered Broken Porcelain and Remothered Tormented Fathers. What? All right.
And then Sin Reloaded is coming out on September 24th.
See,
Another shooter.
They got parental issues here. Yeah, the Sin Reloaded. That's an old game that's getting re-released by Night Dive Studios. So I'm interested. I'm definitely interested in that.
Some news aside from the games business, but relevant to us certainly. Columbia House, yes, Columbia House. That Columbia House finally went out of business.
I thought they went out of business years ago.
Yeah, so here's the skinny on that because everybody's saying the same thing. So basically, like they did have like a bankruptcy about 10 years ago, but they didn't actually go out of business. And they ended up pivoting to, I think they were selling books or something. The article kind of goes into it a little bit, but doesn't really say what they actually sold. It sort of implies that they sold books in their later years. But now the news is that after September 15th, they will no longer be accepting new orders. So basically, that's the wind down.
I was hoping you were going to tell me that they tried to buy 10 businesses for 1 cent and got screwed.
They tried to buy eBay also, just like that crazy GameStop guy. I was hoping that they were still like offering like 10 CDs for a cent or whatever. I mean, I know they did change it later. I did actually get, I don't know, like in college at Lincoln, I actually I got my own Columbia House thing, and I did get some stuff from cheap from there. And I remember I kept like, they wanted me to, or I wanted to just close out of it. And I ended up just buying the Nightmare on Elm Street VHS box set for like $20 or something like that. And that's what got me out. But it was great. I mean, I was happy to have it, and I still have it. So
they were how I first got into anime, really, because there was a commercial that said, "Wow, check out this is Japanese anime," is what they called it.
Yeah.
You know, and then it was Columbia House, and you bought one movie, and then you could be in a subscription club or whatever. It'd send you another movie. It wasn't even a subscription. It was just like you bought one movie, and then they would send you a movie every month.
Well, I think you have to buy it. You have to like tell them that you don't want it, or you have to send it back without opening it. There was all these like extra rules to it.
So
because my mom would always, because we had it, and my mom was like, "Oh no, you can't open it because they'll make you pay for it." So we would always just send the package back without opening it.
Your mom lied to you. I watched every one of those movies. I sent them right back. I didn't pay anything extra.
Oh, I think my mom maybe my mom was afraid that we get charged for it, because she'd just be like, if you didn't.
No, I used it as a rental
just
service.
Send it back.
I bought one movie, which was Wrath of the Ninja. I bought it for $5, and then I think at one point I stopped it and then resubscribed because I also got Akira through them. But yeah, I just get a movie every month. I'd watch it and I'd send it right back. It was great.
Oh yeah,
watched a bunch of anime. Project Echo. I watched with Ninja Scroll through that. Yep,
nice.
So I have Columbia House to thank for that.
I did not do that. I sent the movies back. I was afraid. I didn't want to get charged, so I said no to everything and didn't do that. But I mean, there were some movies I got on sale. Like getting the Nightmare on Elm Street box set for $20 was amazing in 1999 or whenever I did it.
So yeah, that's end of an era. Thank you, Columbia House. Oh, how about this? Marvel and Star Wars are actually crossing over officially.
Yeah, and Kevin Smith is writing it, right? I saw him. Yes, I know it's not a movie.
On the crowd, I know you know. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it announced by him, so I figured that he was doing it. And I listen to his podcast on the regular. You know, Kevin Smith is a huge influence as to why I have a podcast, because I like his podcast, and he was one of the first people I knew of that ever had a podcast. So, he kept talking about a big project he was working on that was gonna, that he couldn't say anything about, but it was a major thing, and I imagined that was this. I really want to read the View Askew meets Marvel one that's out already, the Jays of Future Past. It came out like a few months ago. I was hoping it was gonna come to Marvel Unlimited, but it's been sold out everywhere. According to Kevin Smith, he says that everybody's been buying it. And he's been writing a lot of stuff lately because nobody wants to make movies anymore, so he's just writing comic books. But whatever. But no, I mean, he's writing a lot of comic books now, like nowadays for work. So whatever. But I mean, more power to you. I'm interested in it. Why not? Disney owns everything, so we might as well just be crossing over. There's like a Muppets Marvel thing too, because they own them also. So why not?
Right. I mean, I gotta think that someone at Disney has been pushing for this since day one, since they bought Marvel and Star Wars, and it's like yeah, this is.
Well, you remember?
It took this long to happen.
You remember that old scene with Patton Oswalt doing the whatever you call it, where he's doing that speech to? I think it was in like Park and Rec or something. That's what he's.
That show, yeah.
That's what he's proposing is the crossover between Marvel and Star Wars. Like that's what the whole speech was about. So he's been, that's been a thing. Well, he's talking. Yeah, like I forget what it's called. It's like something where you give a speech or whatever in court to try to get money for it. But that's
the guy who does the voice of Ratatouille, right?
Patton Oswalt?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I think he was in that movie. Yeah.
No, that's a joke. He says that people are always like, "You did the voice of Ratatouille."
I mean, he was Christopher Maloney's his friend, and whatever. There was another comic book show that was really really good where he basically played like this make believe like donkey guy or whatever.
He was a villain in Mystery Science Theater.
But no, Patton Oswalt's cool. I like him.
So reviews have come in for Coyote versus Acme, the movie that got canned and now is being released.
Did you see it already?
Fans. No, it's not out yet. It comes out
I want to see
October.
I thought it was already
August
out.
28th. Comes out August 28th.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I figured
It's got 95% on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm gonna go see it. I went and saw that the other Looney Tunes movie came out last year, the day that Earth blew up, whatever it was called. I like that one. And I'm a Looney Tunes fan. I like cartoons, so I definitely want to see this. And also, I want to, stick it to the man. So,
I really like Will Forte. He's hilarious.
Yeah, I like him and everything that he's in. I think he's.
Well, I mean, John.
I think him opposite the Looney Tunes. He's gonna fit.
It's gonna be fun.
He's so goofy.
John Cena's in it, right? I like him.
Yeah.
He is. Yeah.
Yeah. I could maybe get Jess to watch it if John Cena's in there.
I also like that this
because John Cena's awesome.
That it's the it's like Roger Rabbit. We get another Roger Rabbit kind of movie.
Yeah. I mean, it reminds me of. There's that, of course, but then just a couple of years back, there was that Chip and Dale movie, which did the same thing. That was a great movie too. And,
couldn't see it.
I like this kind of stuff.
Still never watched that movie.
You should watch that movie. It's fun. It's good.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna watch.
The only ones I care about the Alvin and the Chipmunks movies.
What else we got on here? Drag X Drive, 1 year old. Anybody playing this game still?
I mean, you're the only one that owns it, so you tell us.
Oh yeah, I thought you owned it. I forgot.
No, I bought it for you.
Bought it for me. Okay.
No, I played the demo of it. My arms were very tired, and I'm like, I'm not playing this game ever again. Yeah. It was very very.
Think about how buff you'd be if you'd been playing it every day for the last year.
I'd have some crazy looking guns. No, I was like, I played a couple levels, or I played a couple rounds or whatever, and I'm like, no, this is a hard no for me on this one. But I thought you might like it, and it was really cheap, so I got it for you for Christmas, just to, for your birthday or whatever, so you could try it out.
I probably played it for like 5 hours, but it was fun.
I mean, there's a demo, like whatever
you
could play it, like you can download it and play like the stuff that, because it was like a timed thing, like DuskBloods. But now whatever was available for the time thing, you can just play that as a demo and you can download it, whatever. So if you do want to know like how painful it is to play it, you can download the demo and play it right now. I wouldn't advise it though. Don't do it. Or just try it out. Just see how feel the burn of playing that game.
Speaking of anniversaries, looking back to the past, what were we doing 10 years ago in NintenDomain history?
Oh yeah, there it is. So I've been I don't know, I had the idea to listen to our stuff from 10 years ago, and let me tell you, if you ever get depressed about your podcast, listen to your old podcast. It'll make you feel better. No, it is it feels nice to listen to yourself 10 years ago and see how much more energy you had for life and everything else.
Yeah.
And life has not defeated you as much as it has now. And, 2016 was a much nicer time, and our episodes are much shorter too. They're under an hour, so if anybody
2016 prior to November was a much nicer time.
Well, yeah. We didn't. The bomb hadn't been dropped yet on that, but yeah, no, we were a little bit more optimistic. But no, the last episode was. Hold on, it was episode 35, was 10 years ago, and Jeremy and I did a specifically. It's all dedicated to Excite Truck, Excite Bots, and Excite Bike World Rally. So we talk about those monster games. But there's other stuff in there, like we talk about the rumor about the IR camera on the Switch 1, which we still don't really know what it is, and I talk about I basically compare it to the Circle Pad Pro because it used the same technology, but I didn't really know what it was. And Jeremy says more accurately what it is. It reads what's in front of it, but I didn't really know. And we talk a long time about like cameras and Wiimotes and stuff like that, and then the Wii remote or whatever. And let's see what else. I thought it was funny that you give me advice on regional eBay ordering, how you need to order from places that are close to you because it'll be much quicker. Like there's this whole thing about you because you're able to get your Excitebots sent to you in like a couple days, and we talk about buying things on impulse from eBay, and I talk about I bought like Nitro Bike and
I used to do that a lot.
And the what was it, the Tony Hawk racing game or whatever that was on Wii? I bought that too. Downhill Jam, yeah. And I bought it for like $4. Like some of the prices that we say on this just blow my mind because I bought Nitro Bike and Excite Truck for $7, no like free shipping in 2016. That just seems like so low for two Wii games for like nothing. I don't know. I don't know what they're selling for now. I don't think anybody cares about Nitro Bike, but it was cool to have it. And it was also the beginning of the baking of the Virtual Boy. Jeremy just started.
Oh my God.
Just started talking about baking your Virtual Boy and the temperature
I
and
did
all that
actually do
stuff.
it.
So we start talking about that, and also I flat out spoil the whole ending of Dragon Quest III because I had just beat it, and I tell you like everything that happens in the game in that episode.
Remember.
So good thing you don't remember now because I totally tell you everything, and I'm like, wow, I'm not. No spoiler warnings or ever. I'm like, okay, this is exactly what happens at the end of Dragon Quest III because I just beat it on Game Boy Color, and I just tell you everything. So it's kind of funny. So maybe don't listen to it for that. But also, I think it's one of the first. I talk about putting it on YouTube, so it should be out. It should be in YouTube somewhere. You could find it there if you want to find it. But it's fun to listen to these old 10-year anniversary episodes, and it also it's going to be a 10-year anniversary because I had just purchased. Metroid Prime Federation Force for 3DS. So that one has a 10-year anniversary coming up soon because I talk about preloading it. And then our next episode, 10 years ago next week, will be our review of Federation Force. So there you go.
A hidden gem.
Exciting stuff. I like that game, and I still will fight for that game. I really think it should be re-released cheaply for free or whatever. Just let us play it. Like, it was hard because nobody got it, and there was nobody online, and I couldn't get a group together to play it. And it's funny because I compare it to Destiny in the episode, which that game is not like Destiny at all. I don't know why. I mean, I never played Destiny. I'm just like online shooter, multiplayer, I think it's more like Left 4 Dead or something like that with the... But no, it's a 4-player cooperative Metroid game, and I think it would have been received a lot better if it would have released alongside a new Metroid Prime game. Like, just the fact that we hadn't gotten any new Metroid games for a long time, and that's what we got, everybody got pissed off. But if it would have been a part of another thing, people would have appreciated more, because I think it is good in its own right. But yeah, you can go back and listen to that 10 years ago. And it's still in stereo. I hope I don't do that for that long, because it's really annoying. Where
you have us in the different channels.
Yeah, where I'm on left and you're on right. I only thought I did it a couple times at the beginning, but it's better to listen to it in my car. I was listening to it in my headphones when I was mowing last week, and it's just like... I mean, you get used to it after a while, but it's just weird to one person in each ear. I don't know. Mono that shit. I mean, I do, but,
So, sad news. There's a person who passed away who I hadn't heard of before, but this guy just sounded really interesting.
I recognize the name. Or I mean, or unless there's other people named Screaming Mad George. I don't know.
Yeah, Joji Screaming Mad George Tani was his name. He's a Japanese artist. Who at least once crossed over with the world of video games. As far as video game stuff, he created the game called Paranoia Escape for the PlayStation 1, which is just like a utterly fascinating and strange looking game in the best way. It's a 3D dungeon crawler / first person pinball game. It looks really, really cool. So I gotta give this game a try sometime. But guess you could best call him an artist in the general sense, because he did lots of different things. He was a punk musician. Yeah, he did special effects for movies like Big Trouble in Little China, Predator, Nightmare on Elm Street 4. And he even designed the masks for the band Slipknot. So he's just kind of like jack of all trades type of guy. He seemed really cool. And I didn't hear about him until this article from Time Extension. But, man, what a cool guy. And definitely want to play Paranoia Escape sometime. So rest in peace. And thanks for the great artwork.
R.I.P.
We got two more things.
I'll say that's it, right?
Yeah, let's do one more. The other one doesn't really matter. But Nintendo Switch 2 kiosks now warn shoppers about the system's upcoming price increase.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, because isn't it supposed to be like September or something when it
Yeah.
goes up?
I
Next
think it's
month.
September 1st, right? Goes up $50. But if you see a kiosk, it'll tell you, hey, get your Switch 2 now because you're going to pay $50 more pretty soon. Here's what it says, actually. I got the photo right here. It says, power up your play. The suggested retail price of the Nintendo Switch 2 system will increase to $499.99 on September 1st.
Yep.
Well, we already have one, so we're good.
Yep,
we
we're
already
good.
have
We're cool.
ours, so we don't need to worry about it.
And it came with the amazing Mario Kart World.
Well, when we were talking about Excite Truck, it made me think about the Excite Bike level that was in Mario Kart 8, and it made me want to just download Mario Kart 8 and play that again, because that game's really
There you
good. You know, because I don't have either of them on my system. And Jess and I used to play Mario Kart 8 pretty often, so it made me want to play that again. The one thing I was trying to think about earlier about Patton Oswalt, the show was called Happy. I just want to mention that the show was really good. It only had
rabbit.
It only had
Yeah.
2 seasons. He actually plays Perky Blue Flying Unicorn. Is what it says on here.
Oh, unicorn.
But
that's right.
but no, it's basically Christopher Maloney from Law and Order, Elliot Stabler. He basically his daughter gets kidnapped, and like her imaginary friend is Patton Oswalt, this blue unicorn, and he basically appears to him and helps him
Find her.
go rescue her. But it's super out there, and it's written by Grant Morrison. If you're familiar with any of his work, Grant
Sounds
Morrison
familiar.
does some pretty fucking weird shit. He's a weird ass dude. He's the one who claimed that he conjured the ghost of John Lennon, and he wrote a new song that he's actually played live. That Grant Morrison has. He's an interesting dude, but I've listened to some really fun interviews with him on Kevin Smith's podcast. But anyway, it's an awesome show. If you can find it anywhere, watch it. Anyways, just listening to this, Jess and I, we watched both season and loved them. It's very out there and very violent, but very cool at the same time. So give it a look. But yeah, that's that for this episode. Thanks for sticking around for the whole thing, John. You're still here.
There is one thing I wanted to say, but
What's
now
that?
I'm worried it might, because John doesn't want any spoilers, but it's not that big of a spoiler.
Oh,
It's about GTA 5.
Oh man, I was hoping we were going to go a
Oh,
whole
yeah.
episode without talking about it.
5 or 6?
Or 6, sorry.
Oh man,
Okay, yeah.
I thought we were in
So
the
supposedly, they're this week they were Rockstar was basically, there's like some hacker collective that's holding their data. I don't know. They've stolen
Hostage.
data and they're holding it hostage for them to for Sony to reverse their stance on physical
Silly.
games.
That's hilarious. No, apparently there was
so they've been leaking stuff, but today one of the things that got leaked, supposedly, and it looked like that, was that you have to put gas in the cars. So the
believe
joke is, the online joke's been kind of like, so is the Iran war happening in Grand Theft Auto 6 as
you
well?
got to pay
So-
$5 a gallon or whatever.
right, you gotta gas up. So that's why I was like, yeah.
I guess the last, what was it, the Stellar Blade or whatever, the last PlayStation Direct, all the comments were like no disc, no buy. Like everybody was
Yeah.
really, it's pretty hilarious to watch. I mean, I've read some of the comments on every Sony tweet or whatever, where everybody is like, fuck you. And they got some pretty funny stuff.
And Rockstar's I mean, I guess they have some skin in the game, but not really. They're not the ones you're going to
I
get.
mean, shouldn't they
Sony to
ask
reverse
them
their decision.
I thought they were going to be
Yeah.
like, why don't you put your fucking game on a disc? Because they're also not doing that. They're not
I
giving
don't
you
know
what
how
you
it would
want.
fit.
They're part of the problem here. So I don't know.
I guess so, but yeah, they're not. So maybe that's it.
I
Maybe
mean, they're not putting their game on
They're
a disc
specifically
either.
wanting that game to be on a disc.
They're also going digital only, so I mean, whatever, dude. When I saw the Spider-Man movie and I was waiting for the credits to go past, and we were waiting for the after credits, and there's a big giant Sony that comes up to the screen. I was waiting for everybody in the theater to be like, "Boo, fuck you," because I saw so much, but nobody said anything. But I was like, that's what I was waiting for everybody
They
to
were
like
thinking it.
to throw shit at the screen or something when Sony came up, just because of all the hate that I've seen online for the for getting rid of the disc and all that. But yeah, but we're good now, right?
I think so.
All right. Yeah. Thanks, everybody, for listening to episode 534 of NintenDomain Podcast. Please go to patreon.com/NintenDomain Podcast. And, just for $1, it's less than anything nowadays. For only $1, you can hear a whole bunch of bonus episodes that are on there that we've done in the past. There's lots of them, like we're in the 80s something. Listen to us talk about things that aren't the news necessarily. Just, lots of fun. We got some fun interviews from MGC on there, and there's also like mostly top fives of stuff that we like, different obscure categories and whatnot. We just did the physical, our top physical stuff, and we're gonna do another one soon where we talk about second years of game systems, because that's where we're at right now for Switch 2.
Game thing.
So check that out, and wherever else we're on YouTube. Just look up NintenDomain. You'll find us. You'll find us all over the place. So check that out. But we've been your hosts. I'm Trey Johnson.
Jeremy Mikowski.
John Knitter.
And thanks everybody for listening. We'll see you next time.
John, see ya.
Also, you still had not said see ya yet in episode 35. You had not got to that yet.
Oh.
You basically repeated what I said. I'm like, see you next time. And you're like, see you next time. Like you didn't.
See you
no,
next
we don't
time.
even say that. I think I say like bye or something like that, and you also say bye. There's no see ya in there yet, so we're gonna have to work up to that. But it's not quite there yet. But
Maybe we'll find the first see ya in the next year.